What's going on? Welcome to the LTN Media, I guess. When we first started, we were just less than normal. 1 year anniversary extravaganza. You may see some old familiar faces here, but the oldest face in the group, even though he's one of the youngest. How's it going, Chris?
Wow, I feel attacked. Jesus Christ.
Oof.
Hello,
And-
everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of Less Than Normal. I am Chris. Joined with me, as always, is Dave and Bree, and we would like to welcome back two of the founding members of this show and this channel, Drew and Marcus. Boys, it's so fucking good to see you.
Hey, how are you? It's good to be back. It's been a while.
Always
it's good
a pleasure,
to be back
my
in
friends.
Waco.
Yeah.
So
I'm
like
Jose
Dave and I
Canseco.
mentioned. No, you're not. You're not a snitch. That
Oof.
joke is funny for
Oof.
baseball fans.
Oof.
It's not how you say my name, but it's fine. But yeah, like Dave and I mentioned, this is a very special episode. We're celebrating the 1 year anniversary of LTN Media as a company. We're a week late, but last week we had to do a bunch of reset stuff for what we're labeling season 2.
Plus, I stole one of the main cast members of the other show, and made her go on vacation with me. So.
Oh, well.
Yeah, we apparently LTN Media now has couples retreats in our budget.
Oh.
Aww.
That's fun.
No, it was a team building exercise.
Is that what we're calling the team building exercise?
I think team building exercises are more than just two people in general.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a
never
limb
mind.
and say two people a
I'm
team
gonna
do
stop.
not make.
She's not
Dave
here
was
to
like-
yell at me.
Dave was like, I kind of can't make that joke, but I can. That was good save. Good save.
I mean, it's all on your point of view, right? What do you define as a team? You
Well,
know what I mean? Like,
there's
like
no
what does that word mean to you?
to
That's
quote
an-
real.
Red versus Blue. To quote Red versus Blue, there's no I in team, and there's no you in team. So if there's no if I'm not on the team and you're not on the team, there's no one on the goddamn team. Team
Yeah.
sucks.
But you
Team
know what
sucks.
you know what there is in team?
Me.
Yup. Yup. Yup.
A
So
T.
Especially if you spell it
No,
like
no.
T.
You know what else
You know
there
what,
is in
Nugs? That's
team?
fair though.
Am.
Meat.
Meat. There is meat in
Yeah.
team.
There is meat in team.
yeah.
Checkmate.
And that's why you need a
atheist.
team with you if you're going up a mountain.
But
Yep.
Because
Nugs
if
pointed
worse
out
comes
a
to
good
worse,
point.
your team becomes meat.
It's fair. Just like Ricky Bobby's dad with a cougar. If you're calm, that beautiful cat will be calm. If you panic, that beautiful death machine will do what God put it on its earth to do. Eat you with a smile on its face.
That's it.
Yeah, that's my
it.
cat every morning,
That's
my
it.
friends.
Yep.
Literally, my cats.
You're supposed to eat the pussy, not the other way around.
I mean, ironically, they named the cat Karen, so that's a pussy that bites you
Did
back.
not name the cat Karen.
The cat is named Karen in the movie.
It is.
Oh, I thought you were talking
It is.
about my
Oh
cat.
no, yeah, no, the
Sorry.
cougar's named Karen. So, that's
Yo,
like
I've known a
that's like
cougar
that Mike
named
Tyson
Karen.
griddle. That pussy tastes so good it bites your back.
Oh my god. We've already lost Bree. Bree's already
Oh,
gone.
I'm right here. I'm here.
Now,
Wow.
Bree stuck around way longer than we expected her to, if I'm being
Yeah.
real.
All right.
But do we want to take a little trip down memory lane?
Would love that.
Hang on.
To quote Obi-Wan Kenobi in Attack of the Clones, that's why I'm here.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I
That's
missed
like
the Star Wars jokes.
that's like one of the most obscure quotes I could dig up, but it was like
That's a good one.
We missed this from you, Marcus.
We just missed Marcus, man.
We did. We missed Marcus for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely
Yeah.
didn't miss prequel memes.
Oh, I
Hey,
always
hey.
miss
Everybody
prequel memes.
missed prequel memes.
And
Don't
I
you fucking lie,
definitely don't
Dave.
miss sequel memes.
Oh,
But you know what I did
Okay,
miss?
yeah.
The last movie in the sequel trilogy. You know why? Man, fuck
What?
that shit.
Did you? Yeah. 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 Well, I mean, there was. I mean, we could go on a
if you
whole.
liked it, it's fine. Everybody has the right to be wrong.
Oh.
But yeah, also I gotta fucking make shit happen.
He
Yeah.
does.
Do
Also,
that.
shout out to Zach for whatever the fuck he's doing in chat right now. All of the emotes he's adding.
Yeah,
He's just killing it.
yeah.
You can
He's-
remove the LeBron one. We don't need prima donnas who will never be Jordan up in this chat.
Ooh, we're spitting facts.
Oh man. Oh man.
Call me when LeBron has 6 championships. Legitimate championships.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, it's music jam. No, it's a music jam, not a LeBron jam. Oh, yeah, still get LeBron out of here. He's a bitch. There's my hot take of the day. Fuck LeBron.
Is that a
James.
take? I think the hot take is that LeBron is not a bitch. Anyways,
Yo, that man dives more than a soccer player.
You
and
know
I
what?
watch soccer.
I have no way to fix this spur of the moment. We're just gonna play it like this. I apologize, gentlemen.
All right.
okay.
All right.
But I
Oh,
can
oh,
make it so you
oh.
can see it as long as you're watching my stream share screen hair.
Dream share.
We just want to hear it.
Oh, I'm like,
I know we're good.
ah.
Hey nudes, how you doing?
Oh my god, my baby face is even worse.
Chris, if you're gonna touch your face, both your eyes need to be in view of the camera.
Okay.
You can get tetanus from sarcasm. Okay, hang on. I will make an attempt to see. This is why
Problem solved.
fuck that bitch. This is Russia.
This is Russia.
Remember, folks. In Russia is potato.
The world is your potato.
The world is your potato.
Yep. The world is a beautiful potato, and I am no longer afraid to fry.
It's
I love
stimuli.
that. That is a
Just read
great
on to the current
world
class. There
is
you go.
reference.
Yep.
Oh no!
10 minutes away
No, 'cause it's-
from showtime.
Hey, you can hear it
So
now.
we are all having incredible fun.
Yay.
That's Marcus. He's the other guy that does the show with us. Yeah, this is our setup. He's the other guy. He's the third member. The third member of the He's the other white.
Yeah.
The other white meat.
Yeah, right.
The ball, right? Obviously, it was way too high, but he caught the ball, but he tripped over his own feet, fell backwards, and just smashed his head on the pavement. Let's make sure you don't have a
I forgot
concussion.
about these.
I've never heard anyone's head bounce off of the pavement before, and I can say I know what that sounds like.
Oh yeah, I do that.
I love that this is our talk between.
Now it's time for more on.
Oh, that was Indiana Jones Day.
It'd be like having hepatitis, but
I feel like you'd have.
it'd be like having hepatitis.
Sarcastic.
When you
Wait,
actually
we missed my hepatitis
Sarcastic
line.
tetanus would be like, all right, yeah, you're gonna have all
you
the
got
symptoms.
tetanus from not a rusty.
You're gonna have. Look at this guy. We haven't seen this guy in a minute. It's been forever. Look at Drew. He's just got to be a little camera hawk. This guy.
Remember
Nugs,
when-
Professor Garlic can get it.
And then here comes some old dude who like
Yeah,
knows
I'm
one
so
rich hobbit,
confused on
brings
that,
some
but, like,
fireworks
I don't
and
know.
weed, and then is like, "All right, let's go on an adventure."
Oh yes, the whole Gandalf.
Welcome
thing.
to Less Than Normal. Let's get weird!
Yeah.
God, that's so fucking cringy.
It really is.
I love it though. It's nothing like a trip
Oh.
down cringy memory lane though.
For
Yeah,
sure.
That's it. That's it.
So obviously, what are we hearing? Oh, we're hearing another Dave video. If you-
there is no
if-
bowl of cocaine, I promise.
No.
I
But
almost just
yes.
got downies in my nose.
Oh, that would be rough, bro.
That
Because
would not be
cider
great.
doesn't taste or doesn't smell as good as it tastes.
No, certainly not.
So yeah, that video obviously said February 7th. That ended up having to change to what ended up being Valentine's Day of 2022. Was the first ever live stream on this channel where it was strictly just this show. The whole concept behind this thing was just going to be this show, and that was it. Obviously, a year later, that's blossomed into us being everywhere. 3 times a week on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We're on all major podcast platforms. Like, I don't know about you guys, but to me, how everything just manifested itself and blew up is so mind-blowing. Like, everything happened so fast.
It honestly blows me away. Like starting like out just the three of us in that, with Dave, other Dave,
Dave Williams.
Dave
Yeah,
Williams
who owns the
from
radio station
Connecticut,
that we worked
and
at.
yeah, and just kind of learning the tricks of the trade from that, and just getting a little better each week, and then eventually, we had that hiatus and we come back with this, and obviously Marcus and I haven't been as involved with this because we've had other stuff going on.
Yeah.
But it's so cool to see. It's so cool to see like how far you guys have taken this like little show that started out as like a little local thing from southeastern Connecticut.
Yeah.
It's grown into this,
No, it's really impressive, and like like I was gonna say, like, hats off to Chris and Dave Levels Up for really just like taking the torch and just being like, okay, we're gonna run with it. Because
not just running with it, but lighting the town ablaze with it.
Yeah, it sounds more about what we do.
Yeah, and
Scorched
Wait,
earth.
we're starting fires now? Hang on. I just checked back in.
Dave's like, oh shit.
Oh shit. Let me burn shit.
Yeah, but no, I just wanted to say, like, it's and also just like it's an incredible if you think back to where the world was this time last year, it's like it's 180 degrees. Like, and so like everything has like I know that I have I've been going through a ton of changes within the past 3 years. But just like I'm still in the Discord server, and like every now and then I'd see like a notification, and then like I wouldn't have anything to do with the show, and then I'd like, oh well, what's going on? And there's like 10 new members that I have no idea who they are, and it's really impressive that you guys have really like pushed it and got it to a level, because when Drew and I were, we were here on show 1 with 0 audience and 0 subscribers.
We had like a whole 3 people watching, and now
like, so it's hats off to you guys. This is really more, from my perspective, I was there in the beginning, but you guys are really the ones that are making it happen, and like and are doing the work, and and it's really impressive to see the fruits of your labor come to fruition pretty well.
And not to say that you guys are like no longer a part of this, like Drew and Marcus are still founders of LTN Media, and they're always going to be in some facet involved. They're just right now not able to be on camera as much, and that's fine, because again, like, life happens, I mean, Jesus, when you think about it, this show, what were we, Mondays at like 3 p.m. to start? And then
well, because that was the only time we all had available.
Yeah, exactly. And then like we've eventually moved and found different ways, and now we're Wednesday nights. But like the show has evolved, and obviously, Dave, what was it like for you when we asked you to join in with us, like the first show? Because obviously Marcus, Drew, and I are friends in real life. Like, I've known Drew for Jesus, like 12, 13 years now.
You heard it here first, folks. I'm pretend.
No, but like to join, but
we shut him down after the show. Don't worry, we boot him up. We give him extra batteries.
But they make sure they turn me off so I don't go Freddy Fazbear on everyone.
Exactly.
But no, what was that like for you to join the dynamic of what we had already had?
So the first thing I did was cancel the revival of a project of my own. Which was Power Up Pub, because I used to have a show structured pretty fucking similarly to how this one is structured now, which is why I was as easily as I was able to step in and go, oh, we need to use all this stuff because I'd already had to figure that out for my own project.
All the production side of things. Yeah.
Which is kind of how I wound up being the producer of the show. And they're like, hey, do you want to do this thing? And I'm like, I think the first thing I said, because I had like just met Drew and Marcus, I'm like, I'm kind of a lot. And Chris is like, they know. And I'm like, okay, I'm down.
Yeah, because at that point, you and I had been friends for a little bit, and then I was like, he's a bit of a fucking handful, but he's fun to be around.
I'm kind of a lot.
The first chat we had, Dave, I don't know if I can tell the showstopper story or not.
Yeah,
you had he's made that joke live several times.
Okay, so I'll spare the details, but we were just chatting, kind of just seeing, okay, do we click, do we not click? And instantly Dave just like got me with the shocker, the showstopper, you know, and I just died laughing. The Spocker was a good one too.
And the minivan.
The shocker, the rocker, the Spocker, the showstopper. But my favorite,
I feel like you're doing ninja signs,
is the minivan. 2 in the front, 5 in the back.
That's it.
That's just
that's it.
Just, yeah.
I mean, go big or go home, right?
Obviously, over
Don't
the
go this
existence...
big. I have big fists.
That's yeah.
This big is too big.
He's got big fists and he do not lie.
No, but obviously over the past year, like you just stopped. Drew less and less was able to be available due to life, and same with Marcus. They were, obviously personal lives. So for a long time, it was just Dave and I, until we brought in Bree, who is
no. Tell him like it is. It was just Chris and I, until we were gonna kill each other.
Yeah. So behind the
scenes, I know that feeling.
Yeah. Drew and I have had those for many years.
Oh my god. There was in the days of wishful thinking, the sort of pre-less than normal archetype for us. There would be times where I think I would call Chris and I'd be like, dude, I want to just choke you out right now.
Yeah, but we would both say that to each other. It was just like,
I have on more than one occasion told Chris that I wish MCI had really found out a way to reach out and touch someone, because I'd reach across the internet and bitch slap his ass.
Yeah.
I think I said that live even.
And it's not for like a negative reason. I'm just like, I'm a very passionate person about things that are super important to me.
Oh, yeah.
I can kind of be a lot at points.
I think we all can be a lot at points.
So there are more than one occasions behind the scenes that Dave and I have had yelling matches at each other, and then like felt bad.
Well, they weren't so much yelling matches as they were loud and obnoxious.
They were raised voice matches.
Because I don't think either of us were genuinely like yelling, and that's a huge important thing for me, right?
Yes,
because you can raise your voice and have a heated discussion. You know what I mean? And that is not the same as yelling.
No.
Right.
So like, because there's, and it's important to me that I make that distinction, because one of them can be done respectfully and the other one can't.
It's very true.
And at every point, regardless of our differences, Chris and I have tried to respect each other's like creativity and, role in the channel.
For sure. And that's the most important part of doing this stuff with like friends, is just understanding, hey, we all have the same idea of where we want things to be. We all just have a different way of getting there.
Yeah.
And like if we peel back the curtain a little bit, the majority of things that are involved in the channel, not to say that Bree or Danger or D don't do anything at all, but the majority of stuff tends to be handled by Dave and myself. So we both can get overwhelmed and then just kind of snap at each other.
It's because Chris is an incorrigible busybody and I have the free time to actually do it.
That's it's fair. I do have a lot.
Well, that
more
was
planned on time.
exactly the problem we had with wishful thinking too. Is
Yeah.
we would all sit down and eventually got to a point where like I was like, I'm done planning these shows. We have to all do this together, or I'm
We
done.
almost ended the show at one point.
Yeah, we
because
did.
we were all so just frustrated with like how things were, and like
Yeah.
the show was always great. We always did
Yeah.
really great numbers, but
It was
the three of us all felt our own sorts of
Yeah,
frustrations.
I think looking back on that time, I think part of that was some of those frustrations were kind of feeling, or at least from my perspective, of feeling like, and maybe I'd never done a radio thing before. Like I in my free time am a musician, and I've played in music for years and years and years. So I've performed, but I've never done radio. So like when they asked me to do this, I didn't know anything, and so long story short, as it went on, I think it was becoming a job, but it wasn't becoming a job with any of the
benefits of being a job.
Benefits of being a job, right? We were punching in and we weren't getting paid, and there was no way for it, we were just kind of just doing the same thing and not growing
not seeing the rewards
a lot.
Right.
Yeah. So that's how I felt about it, and I was like,
hang on, it's time for a check-in.
Got a little bit.
Are you still with us?
Yeah.
I'm only not with you if I'm like this.
Have you landed?
No.
Oh, you should take off and land.
I'm sure Captain America won't be mad.
Yeah, he only did a whole bunch of say no to drugs things in the 70s.
Captain America.
That's good.
But no, like to Marcus's point though, like that is a lot of the issue, and our plan was always like around the time, obviously, COVID hit and we ended up having to make the show. Literally, we recorded it through Discord, kind of like how we do now. Before all of that, we were actually going to leave the radio station anyway and come to Twitch. Obviously, that manifested itself 2 years later in a different facet. But this was always kind of the plan for us to do our own thing, and it was awesome for us then because we got to interact with local artists and friends of Drew's and Marcus's, and literally that's how I actually met Marcus. Is we had a former band that he was in on, and he was a guest, and then he ended up joining us. Obviously, him and I have become good friends since. But like we've had so many cool opportunities. Ultimately, that show led me to go to broadcasting school, and try to create a career for myself in that facet. So we're super thankful for that. But I love what
in the spirit of the first 10 episodes of this show, I'm going to make an announcement that no one else is privy to.
Oh God.
There are some big things in the works for this year, guys. If you're not following, make sure to hit that follow button. Because if things go the way I know they can, it's gonna get fucking crazy.
And I can already tell you right now, I personally am working on 2 different projects that'll be hopefully ready to go within the next month or 2.
So what you're saying is, to quote the front bottoms, we've got big plans. All right.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice.
I hope somebody.
This is the last time you guys see Drew. No.
Yep. I hope at least one person got that joke that wasn't Marcus, because I know he did.
I got it, obviously. But Bree,
I thought
like,
backs were bottoms and fronts were tops.
Backs were well, but no, Bree, we brought you on a little bit ago now. How
I
was
think it was
your
like a
experience?
month.
I feel like it's been longer than that.
It's been like 2.5.
It's been 2.5, yeah. How has your experience been since you've joined in with LTN Media?
Where else can I get fucked up for 3 hours with a bunch of dumbasses that I adore? I say dumbasses in the best way possible, with a bunch of dumbasses and just laugh my ass off. It's been wonderful.
It's fair. Honestly, I say this to a lot of people I know when I talk about, you know, because I talk about this to literally anyone who will fucking listen. And
Are you going up to like
Which
fire
it's
hydrants
hard
and
for
be
people
like,
to listen sometimes when he's talking in directly into their belly button.
yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I'm just.
are you going up to
Their child
going up-
comes out like talking about this subject.
Yeah. But no,
Are you
it's the
are-
coolest fucking thing to be able to tell people that I get to hang out with some of my best friends online and just have the best time like all the time, as many days of a week as we do things. So I'm super thankful for all of you. I'm super thankful for everyone that I get to work with. Super thankful for all the viewers. You guys are fucking monsters, and I love all of you. So I want to propose a toast. Here's to 1 year at LTN Media.
1 sec. I gotta get a
no.
drink.
Drew's
Yeah.
got to get a drink. Hold on.
I think we're all
The only
gonna
thing
do
near
that.
me is a bottle of ketchup. I have nothing.
Don't
Hold
drink
on.
the ketchup, please. Don't drink the ketchup.
Don't drink
Stand
the
by.
I
ketchup.
have to find something that's liquid because it's either ketchup or rubbing alcohol over here.
Wait.
Hey,
What if you
you
mix
can't
the
get
ketchup
drunk
and the
off
rubbing
ketchup.
alcohol?
I'm
Is
just
that like a
saying.
shot of
That's
tomato
a
juice?
bad fucking day.
I'm just saying you can't get drunk off of ketchup.
Drew's like, believe me, I've tried.
No, but if you do it right,
Uh-huh.
you can get high off of ketchup.
That's fair.
You can't get drunk off of ketchup yet. You know,
No,
but
dude.
I mean,
Dude,
Zach, if you want to try getting drunk, if you want to try to drink ketchup, homie, go for it.
Wait. Okay, so I brew my own stuff. This looks like ketchup.
Wait, okay, I was gonna say.
so, hey,
I thought you were saying you brew your own ketchup. I'm like, what are we talking about?
No. I brew my own booze.
yeah.
Jesus, hold on.
I ferment
Bree's
sugar
rearranging her
water
room.
until it's alcohol, and then I mix it with Kool-Aid. You can toast with Gatorade. Yes.
You can
Y'all
absolutely.
can toast.
There's no alcohol in this house. I have to get water.
No! Oh no, that's bad luck.
That's bad luck.
Well,
Water?
just
Do you
call
have
it-
wait. Do you have your vape?
That works.
Yes, hold
Toast
on.
with your
I'm
vape.
coming back upstairs. Hold on.
Oh.
Gotta come back
Oh
upstairs.
my god.
Oh my god.
well,
I love all the impromptu
Feels
shit
lit,
we
man.
always do.
Disconnect again.
so,
I can't drink until we toast, right? That's the rule.
I mean,
Okay,
you can do whatever you
okay,
want. You're a grown ass
so-
man.
That's
A
fair. If
question.
I want to have a hot dog for breakfast, I'll have a hot dog for breakfast.
it's a free country.
How do you feel about the song Green Eyed Lady? Bum 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 ba ba bum bum bum.
I had
Oh,
never heard
bum,
it until
bum,
Dave
bum,
showed it to me either. So
Bum 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 bum. Green Eyed Lady, lovely lady.
I don't know it.
The
I mean,
lyrics are
that's
dumb. The song is a fucking bop. The lyrics are so fucking stupid.
Welcome to
The
every
song is
song from the
so good.
60s.
Has
Fair.
anyone
That song
seen
came out in
the-
1970.
Okay,
Even
that's
just
close
as
enough
bad.
to the 60s.
No,
Just
it
as
is, but
bad.
it's so weird because it's like by the end of the 60s, songs were getting a lot more structured, and this sounds like something
Yeah.
I don't know that Primus and the Grateful Dead worked on together.
That's fair.
But in a good way,
My name is Mud.
if that makes sense.
I mean, so that's like Mr. Bungle, right?
Mr. Bungle.
It's just it's a bop.
Like, I mean, you know, yeah. Have you ever listened to the Jazz Discharge Party Hats by Frank
Yeah.
Zappa?
Yeah.
No,
Zappa's
but
a
that sounds
maniac.
great.
That was so good.
Like that song is basically like a meme before like anything, like it's proto meme. You know, like he was out doing that.
Proto meme.
He was doing that stuff in the 60s. You
Yeah.
know, like
Wookie, you're not wrong. That's kind of how it feels everywhere I go.
you know.
Oh, right. I forgot that's a thing. Hang on. Sorry, Marcus, please continue. I
don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Jesus, 32 times now?
Yeah.
Fuck, I need a cigarette.
Dude, I will tell you what. I will roll you a cigarette and I will get you some nipple cream for your butthole.
Okay.
He has some ointment for that already.
It's good.
I gave it to him for Christmas.
Fucked up skin.
Yeah, Drew's already hooked me up.
Oof.
Okay.
Oof.
But I would like
it
to
was my Christmas gift to him. I had some extra.
Is this guy, whoever Stream Elements is, are they like, they bragging about that like record, that kill streak there?
That's that's our stream
robot.
bot. Yeah, it's our bot. Pose a toast. Here's to 1 year of LTN Media, and here's to many more crazy fucking adventures.
Hey,
cheers.
Cheers.
Hey,
Salute.
hey.
Clink.
Salute.
So now that we're 45 minutes in, we do have a show planned for you guys today.
Oh yeah.
Dave.
Fuck that.
Fuck Dave's like fuck that shit.
We don't need the show. We don't need the show plan.
Clearly. I won't do what you tell me.
Fuck you,
Zach,
I won't do what you tell me.
Tell that to Orcumentary.
Fuck you, I won't do
fucking,
I fucking love
Rage
Rage Against the Machine.
Do you guys want to hear
Yo.
Do you guys want to hear the first time I met Orcumentary?
Okay,
Yes.
so for those that don't know Orcumentary, he's a local Connecticut artist who does what he calls orc rock, which
Yep.
it's all about Lord of the Rings. And we had him as a guest on the original show on the radio. He is to this day still the only guest we ever have drop an F-bomb on the show on live
Followed
radio.
up by
5 minutes
another-
before we were supposed to end.
Which
followed up by oh shit, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
which you also can't say on the radio.
Dude,
But you know where you can say it?
here.
TV.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Say what we want on the internet. That's not true. Don't say whatever you want on the internet.
Yo, we need
So
an
what you're
anarchy
saying is I
emote.
can't say the C word.
Well, no, because I've had to dolphin noise Dave on a few videos.
Dave spends a lot of time hanging out with Australian people from time to time.
Oh fuck yeah, mate.
Wait, where? You're in Nebraska.
In Australia.
On the internet.
On the internet. The same place I
Oh.
hang out with you fucks.
Well, I mean, like, I don't fucking know if there's a big Australian population in fucking Nebraska.
In the Midwest.
No.
Possible.
The closest we have to Australian are the random pockets of Amish people.
Excuse
Shout out to the
excuse
Amish,
me.
Hang on,
for
hang on.
thinking
The
that,
Australian
like,
and the Australians and the Amish are nothing alike. I will die on this hill.
No.
Die.
They are nothing alike, except they both start with an A.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
about
okay.
it.
Well,
Like, that's where the comparison ends.
They both drink lots of liquor.
Look, all I'm going to say is the only group that you can publicly make fun of on the internet is the Amish. Because
For
how
sure,
the
'cause
fuck
they'll
are they
never
going
see
to
it.
find out?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
When they're 18 and they go on that
Rumspringa.
Rumspringa.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Rumspringa.
their journey quest is what I was gonna call
Their
it.
vision quest.
Hey,
No,
hey, hey.
Vision Quest is something some of my ancestors did.
A totally different thing. That's also
Totally
an
different
80s
thing.
wrestling movie.
Journey Quest is an amazing
That's-
YouTube series. It's
Is that a real thing? I thought I
Yes.
just made that up.
No, Journey
Journey
Quest. Journey Quest is a it was made by Zombie Orifice Media, and it was incredibly it was all self-produced, and it was crowdfunded. Like the seasons were crowdfunded, and it was like a parody, or it was based on a D&D campaign.
Ah.
And, you gotta watch it. It's pretty good. Like
Journey Quest.
yeah.
Before we get too carried away, I have one more quick thing to say, and then we should probably get on with the show plan.
Yeah.
But I had a dream the other night.
Wait. Did you have a dreamsicle?
No,
Get out.
actually.
Yo, Fuck you. Now I want one, and they're so hard to find.
The orange ones, those are so good.
Yeah, but
Damn
no,
it.
but they do the orange ones that's like orange, like the hard orange ice around vanilla ice cream. Not
killing
those
me, that
ones. Those
sounds
ones
so
fucking
good.
suck. You want the one that's
What
actually
the-
like orange ice cream.
Yes. Okay.
That one's the good one.
So
That one is the
yes.
one. Shove it up my ass. It's
you
so
can't
good.
taste with your asshole.
I was gonna
Yes,
say,
you
like, I
can.
didn't
Your
know you
ass
had-
your asshole has taste buds.
Does it really?
Really?
It really does.
What
Wow.
scientific medical journal is that published in?
Dave's
The
brain.
asshole doctor.
I can find references for you if you would like.
I am somewhat curious.
Okay,
Like-
So do
I will find
testicles?
references
What?
for you. You're gonna have
Do
to.
they?
Yes, so do testicles.
Okay. So
when she's
um,
tasting your balls, you're tasting her back.
Aw.
Yeah.
Anyways,
it's sweet.
anyways.
isn't it?
anyways. So I had a dream that we were actually doing this show, and I said if we reach a certain amount of gifted subs, then I will let Chris shave my head on stream.
Ah,
What did you say?
If we get a certain amount of gifted subs, I will let Chris give me a buzz cut on stream.
Oh,
Shave my sheep hair.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time.
Wouldn't.
But I mean, what do we want to cap that at? Where do we want to put that at? How many subs?
What's a reasonable number?
1
What's a
million.
reasonable number?
No, I'm
All right, you
Okay.
guys.
I'm being dumb. I'm
based
being
on
dumb.
based on our metrics, 5.
How about 5 subs and we have to get the fuck Chris count up to 50.
Dude, don't give the viewers that kind of challenge.
Oh,
There's a bunch
I
of
am
crazy
all for
motherfuckers
it.
here. They'll do it. Yeah, see,
Nah,
Zach literally
do it,
will
Zach.
set up a fucking spam.
I'm hell yeah, Wookie.
All right,
He
here's
can super
what it
spam.
sounds
Check
like.
this shit out. Yeah, but you're gonna break the bot if you do that.
Here's
Zach.
what we'll
Fuck
do.
yes.
If we get that to
Yeah.
50,
Oh,
and
no,
if we
there it
get
goes.
if we get 10 gifted or 10 subs, 10 gifted subs or subs, and get that counter to 50, then we will shave Drew's head on stream next week.
Yes. I will make a trip specifically to Chris's place just to get a buzz cut.
Can you just live stream like the entire thing? Like you
Yeah.
driving
Yeah.
in the car, just be like, yo, what's up, guys? We're driving down the road, and we got Kim Possible on.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say no.
Call
to
me,
that
beat me if
That's
you want to
not
read.
safe.
Yeah, I don't want to
because
drive.
There are
and-
potential TOS issues
Yeah.
with streaming while driving.
Yeah.
And like safety,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we don't condone live streaming and driving, guys. It's bad.
Here, guys, I'll help you out.
We just condone drugs being free
Yeah, well,
and not doing them unless they're free.
Well, last week
You
last-
don't buy drugs. You only do them if they're offered to you. That's the
Exactly.
secret.
That's the motto of LTN Media.
Hey,
Don't do
hey,
drugs
hey,
unless they're
hey.
free.
But cannabinoid products are not drugs.
That's
Yes.
fair.
So if you have legal access to cannabinoids in your area, feel free to buy them. They're not drugs. They're medicine.
Cannabijuana.
They're
They're medicine.
awesome medicine.
Do we want to talk about National Treasure? Because I actually haven't watched the most recent episode.
Well, the most recent
Shit,
episode is the
that-
last
oh.
episode.
Last episode of the first
Sweet.
season. I
Yeah.
haven't actually seen. Dude,
We'll
we'll
talk about it next week. It's fine
because
because I would like to watch the whole series again if we're talking about the series as a whole.
I
that's
watched
fair.
it, to get ready for the show. I actually did my homework and I watched every trailer on that list but the National Treasure one, and I'm very upset. I'm gonna go steal the Declaration of Independence from Nicolas Cage right now. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, the good news is you have 10 episodes to watch, Marcus.
Hey,
So
Hey,
To be fair, I've been currently been delving into Neon Genesis Evangelion because it's on Netflix, and
Okay.
I had recently just gone down the hole of watching the original Mobile Suit Gundam because
All right,
that,
so I did
so
rewatch
that
that, and that
so
shit is still fire.
yeah, and it's there's a YouTuber Retcon who did
Yep.
the Gundam retrospective, and I watched that, and then I went back and watched. They're both on Netflix right now.
Yeah.
Watch them before they get taken off. Unfortunately, there's no English dub, but you get the true authentic experience because it's the original Japanese release. And with Gundam, it's really weird. The whole series is like broken up into like 3 movies. So it's
Yeah.
like you do like the first one is like a movie from like the pilot to like episode such and such, and then they
Interesting.
yeah it's a real so it's not, instead of individual episodes, they make it 3 movies essentially. And yeah, so that's and then I've been getting into uh because it's their Neon Genesis, which is interesting
I'll have
as
to check
well.
that out.
Have you?
Yeah.
Does anybody else remember Big O?
No.
No.
Dude, so it looked like the art style always kind of reminded me of what Batman the animated series from the early 90s looked like.
Yeah.
Okay.
The main character even kind of half-ass looked like Bruce Wayne, and like some of the vehicles were similar. The city was like reminiscent of Gotham.
Yep.
But the big thing about it is instead of being Batman, he would summon a giant fucking mecha and just wreck shit. And
Yep.
it was great. It was like
Yep.
Batman but mecha and Japanese.
Batman, yeah. So it was like if Batman designed a mobile suit. Like
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, all right. Speaking of you know what's really funny actually, like this is just going on a mobile suit tangent for a second here. Like it just like I don't know if anyone's watched Avatar: The Legend of Korra, but
Oh yeah.
Actually.
but like at the final battle, they basically build a giant mobile suit
Hell
that's
yeah.
that's powered on like the like spirit energy from like the spirit vines that it gets all weird.
Yeah, that tracks.
But yeah, it's like when I first watched the season finale, I was like, so this thing is just a big Gundam?
It's just a Gundam.
Like and like I mean, I don't know, but yeah, like yeah, giant giant robot with hands and a bazooka. It's in universe it's something different, but to me it's just a different way to make a Gundam.
Well, you know what isn't a Gundam? The Marvels. And the
There we
poster-
go.
The
Hang
Marvels
on.
poster.
I wanted to get involved in the Gundam talk.
Okay.
So I built a Gundam in D&D once on accident.
Oh, there we go.
Stop
So I was
traps.
I was a Gundam in D&D once on accident.
I played a Tinker Gnome Necromancer who resurrected like an ogre skeleton.
Oh,
And then
sick.
started
That's
armor
awesome.
plating him and made like
Yeah.
a place for him to sit inside and be able to cast spells from. And then eventually he wound up like dipped in adamantine, and he had a magical ballista replace one of his arms and shit. And
Oh,
then I'm
nice.
like, yo, I think I just built a mecha.
Oh my
Like
God.
that's not where this started, but I think that's where we wound up, guys.
That's just where we
That's
are now.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
This is where we
I-
live.
In D&D once I like one of my characters was a warforged who had no idea of social concepts. So basically me as a warforged. So I like the introduction to the other characters was they were all like searching this house. It was like a post-apocalyptic thing. They were all like searching this house for like supplies and stuff, and they just hear a thud, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And they go downstairs, and there's a giant hole in the wall, but shaped like me, and I like look at them and I say, "Greetings, tiny ogres."
So you Kool-Aid man your way through a wall
Basically.
in D&D. There you go. That's
Yes.
Oh,
that is
yeah.
spectacular.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
It
I
was
should do that
awesome.
in Minecraft. Wait till somebody's in their house on the super secret craft server, and then just
Blow a hole
bust
in the
through the
wall.
like cast a spell at their wall as I walk up to it and just go, "Oh yeah,"
That would be clip worthy.
and
I
then
feel
spray
like
red
people-
everywhere.
I feel like
Yes.
people would get so
Just get
mad.
some red wool.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the modern day equivalent of the Duke Nukem Ventrilo harassment. Like,
Oh,
like
Duke Nukem.
does anyone remember that? Like,
No, the only thing I remember from Duke Nukem is he picked up the poo.
no,
Yeah.
well, so like this was after, and like I guess when like that website Ventrilo was a hot thing for a hot second, there was like somebody who just like started harassing somebody on this website with a Duke Nukem soundboard. So
Oh
you would
my
just like,
Fucking
so you would just
Jesus.
Kiss my ass.
yeah, yeah. So it was just like, the guy would say, just like respond like, blow it out your ass, or like,
That is so aggressive. I'm here for it.
yeah,
That's
like
incredible.
it's probably one of the most cringe things I've seen on the internet, actually. Like yeah, but
No.
It's like the
there's-
prank
You know
calls
what's
with the Jack
cringe?
Black soundboard.
yeah, it's the same concept.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know what's
nothing is
cringe?
What's
What?
cringe,
It's
Dave?
cringe.
When your sadistic friend realizes he can do Stitch's voice from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, that's easy.
Punch
God.
Hello.
Oh, honey, me family. I mean, no one's left behind.
I mean, you know what's
It
even
means
more.
take out the bloodline.
You know what's you know what's
me family. That means no one just
you know what's more
behind.
you know what's more
Incest.
cringe. You know what's more cringe than that?
Me.
No,
Aww.
when you realize that your Stitch impression is Smeagol and Gollum.
Oh,
What
damn it.
is in my pocket? Them filthy Trixie hobbitses.
That's actually a solid Smeagol. Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone here is going to do a solid Smeagol, it is Marcus.
It is Marcus, yeah.
These
That makes the most sense.
hobbitses. They filthy Trixie.
I can't do a Gollum.
They eat us. They take us precious.
That's really fucking good. There you go. I can't do it.
No,
I've tried. It's bad.
it's literally just.
That's okay,
the
Chris.
Stitch.
After
It's
spending your
okay.
whole life unable to use the top shelf of any piece of furniture you've ever owned, you should be used to not being able to do things.
I use the top shelf and stuff.
As a short.
Yeah, not
person-
in your
as-
kitchen, you
as,
don't.
as
Okay.
a, as a
That
short
doesn't
person,
count.
I'm gonna kind of be like, hey, like I'm gonna,
Are we going to have a tall boys versus short boys fight?
Look, all I'm
No.
saying is I don't use the bottom shelf on shit if I don't absolutely have to. That's a long
Amen,
fucking
brother.
ways down.
Amen, brother.
Yeah. Anyway, we're trying to talk about transition to Marvel, right? The
We were.
Marvels, the poster, Bree. Could you tell us a little bit about the Marvels poster that was released?
It's basically just a teaser poster, so it is Monica on top, Carol in the middle, and then Kamala. Yeah,
Kamala.
Kamala is on the bottom, and it basically like incorporates each of their symbols into the poster, just kind of to give us a tease to like what the actual like movie will be, because we haven't got the official poster yet. The official poster will be the floating heads as usual, but it's just to give us the tease so that we can remember that movie's coming out this year.
That it is. Yeah, listen, Wookie, it's a Marvel. As the past like 2 years, everyone shits on Marvel films now. It's just what the
Oh,
internet.
no, I
does.
loved Quantumania. I thought it was great.
I loved it.
Yeah, the one
as always,
time I don't go see it opening weekend.
as
the one time
always,
everyone
2
does.
weeks before we talk about it on the channel.
Yeah.
Just to give everybody who's going to try to see it in the first couple weeks it's out time to see it before we talk about it.
Yeah, I'm most likely going to go next week.
Because we know what it's like to get spoiled on shit when we haven't had a chance yet. And we don't want to subject anyone to that.
I was spoiled on Infinity War an hour before I went to go see the movie.
I would have stabbed someone
Everyone
in the
was
fucking
spoiled
face.
on Infinity War.
See, I spoiled
Hey.
Infinity War for a lot of people, but only because I had predictions that were correct, not because I knew.
It was just the fact in the comics.
Yeah.
My spoilers, I didn't believe the spoilers because what I was told, they were like, oh yeah, Spider-Man dies in this movie and Black Panther dies in this movie. And I was like, no, they don't, because they have confirmed movies coming up. So my brain was like, no, that's a lie. And then I watched the movie and I was like, well, shit.
Yeah, because I mean, like, you could have said that about Black Widow after Endgame, but then they made a Black Widow.
You were
movie.
born in 1902? Sorry,
Yeah.
sidetrack.
Yeah, I'm a vampire.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
That's why I don't get out much.
Yep.
He
All right.
then attempts
Continue.
to gas you up. Yeah, that's fair.
That all that checks out actually. Yeah. Continue.
That's
Sorry.
So do we have an official date for the Marvels?
It was
November
pushed
10th.
back recently.
It is, all right. So
the date on the
I'm
poster is
interested.
November 10th.
A
We
bunch of
still
other stuff
have-
got pushed back. That's
yeah.
what it was.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
right.
realized my cider was next to my microphone.
That's
Probably
always
didn't
fun.
sound great. Probably didn't sound great.
That wasn't too bad.
Okay.
So the next movie that's coming out is Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which we had a new trailer released.
And I watched it. It was Go ahead. You guys are more the Marvel
What?
heads, so like I
Watch
will.
the newest one. There's,
Yeah.
I think, 3 trailers.
There's 3 now, yeah.
Oh. Well,
So-
That's right.
look-
Honestly, you're caught up in the whole thing pretty much anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna address the elephant in the room, and that's the elephant-sized hole left in many scenes that very easily could have just been Scar being taken out. Did you notice that too, Chris? Like, man,
Yeah,
that blocking's
so
real
we-
weird. It's like there
we
should be
talked about
a
it when we
big
first talked
motherfucker
about the-
right
yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's
But
one
you
thing
see
we
it in a
brought up
few
on the
more
show a
scenes
couple
in the-
times.
Yeah.
I love that we still have a clip of Dave talking about the end credits or the post credit scene for Guardians of the Galaxy and what he thinks it's gonna be.
Wait, the original or like the second one?
No, the current the new one, the third one. He has his
Third one.
ideas. We
Oh,
clipped it on what
okay.
his prediction was.
And what was
Oh,
my
nice.
prediction?
It had something to do with the Marvels.
Yep. That makes sense.
I was like, and that would, I wouldn't be surprised. Because obviously, I think there's no movies in between that, right? It's
Yes?
Guardians.
No. Is there a TV show between it?
Yeah. Secret Invasion?
Is it Secret Invasion?
Secret
Yeah.
Invasion and What If season 2, right? Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
That's right. I know we actually have Marvel stuff to talk about, guys.
I know why some people have an issue with it, and but again, that's spoiler territory for some of it. So we're gonna have to hold off until we lift our cone of silence. Because our cone of silence is a cone of love.
A cone of love. I'm all out of love.
I have a sentence that can summarize like the backlash without giving any spoilers away.
Dope, go for it.
Basically, the general consensus I'm getting from like all the different reviews is that people are either burnt out or they're tired of Marvel doing the same stuff that they've done for many, many years.
It's a
Yeah.
fucking comic book movie. Like,
Yes, but they're
what are
saying
you
that they're
expecting?
tired of all the jokes and they're tired. Like they're like, oh, if this movie came out in like phase 2, people would love it, but because they're not evolving, and they
Well, I
are
mean,
mad.
Those are the same people that didn't like the new Godzilla movies because they said they were, quote, not enough human storylines. It's a movie about fucking monsters fighting each
Yeah.
other. It's the same
Yeah.
thing. It's the same thing with all the Marvel movies. Oh, there's just not enough depth. It's a fucking superhero movie.
Yep.
yeah, yeah.
Pull your finger out of your ass.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what I say. So pull your finger out of your ass.
as a Marvel casual, like I kind of understand, but at the same time, like I understand Chris's point. Like, I mean, like it's a comic, it's like it's like, like I mean, I will say I do think that we have the Marvel 10-year plan for cinematic domination was a success. Like, like Endgame and happened, and like that whole decade of putting out Marvel movies, like, there were very few duds, I think, and now I think we've reached the tipping point where now it's like the public has, if you picture a sponge, right? Like, like it's sucking up all the water in the Marvel, properties of the movies, the sponge is at its capacity now. And like, we gotta like wring it out a little bit, maybe have some breath to kind of, rejuvenate it, so that but I mean, at the same time, the source material is the source material. And if the source
You know what?
material is a comic book, that's what you're gonna get.
Exactly.
Like,
Well, especially since you can't keep continually raising the stakes. There has to be a moment of reset, a moment of rest.
yeah,
Right? It's called a climax for a reason.
right.
And you get
yeah.
to that
And
post
after I
portion.
climax, I need a
Oh, I
fucking
knew it
minute,
was
and then we can
happening.
start again. But
There
that's
we
how it
go.
works. You don't pick up right back
It's called
at
the
that
refraction
climax.
period.
Climax Lamonting.
Oh my god. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's so yeah. Like being my main fandom is Star Wars, and like if I can compare kind of the rise of Marvel within the past decade to the rise of Disney Star Wars, what is going on now, I think they're, like Disney's finally hitting its stride with the Star Wars franchise. They've, with Andor, and being the big coming off the success of The Mandalorian, and then they're hitting it out of the park with Andor. They had some, and I haven't seen them yet, but I plan to. They have some really interesting short stories called Tales of the Jedi, which were like really good. The Bad Batch is about this like road, and those 3 or 4 properties have gotten like pretty good solid reviews so far. And and so, and there will be a tipping point when when Disney has saturated the sponge again, and we're and it's so, yeah, it has to the things have to go in the cycles, too.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, I also agree with what Wookie said, that Endgame did kind of spoil the casual fans, because now you set a bar where everyone's going to assume after that film that every Marvel film is going to be like that, and that's
Right.
not
Yeah.
like
No.
realistic.
Yeah.
You're
It's
looking
like 10
for
years of build up.
yeah,
Yeah.
Get to.
obviously, and then we hit that main end of that story arc,
Yeah.
and literally what they're doing is they're just starting another one, but with different characters. And
Yeah.
yes, it's
Right.
going to be kind of the same feel, because that's how fucking comic books work.
Right. Yeah.
Most comic
Yeah.
books, if not all of them, are all in some way the same as any other one.
Right.
Like, it's always the same storytelling, just in different ways.
Yep.
Like the story is always the same. It's one constant, but it changes a little bit here and there. New people come in, new storylines. Like,
Yeah, and I mean,
you know, but it's all relatively the same. So what, and Wookie also said it, this is literally the start of a new phase that's going to tell a whole completely different, bigger storyline, like the Infinity War stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, agree. It's very much so agree, Zach. And
Well, and look
I
at
think we're
what.
also at a point where people just like to complain about shit, you know?
But look at what Warner Brothers and DC did. They went, hey, let's diverge from making it comic booky and let's try to make it, you know, this fucking nightmare.
That's literally what it is.
And now, oh, what did we hear from our homie? It sounds like shit's gonna be run a lot more like how Marvel does things.
Hey, Dave, real quick, remind me, who's in charge of all that now?
You
For
know.
DC?
You know.
Yeah, well, no, tell the class.
I can't remember his name right now.
James Gunn.
James
Gunn.
Anyone familiar with where they just got him from?
Guardians
Marvel.
of the Galaxy.
Yeah. No.
Marvel.
So here's the thing. The only name that was in my head was Mark Ruffalo, and I knew that was wrong.
That was incorrect. That one was not correct.
You are not the Hulk.
Yep.
Speaking
Hulk
of
smash?
DC, we did get our first look at what Lady Gaga's rendition of Harley Quinn will look like.
Ah, yes.
I can see the excitement on Bree's face. She's really excited to talk about this. Go ahead, Bree. Give it to us.
So Harley Quinn is my favorite DC character, like hero, villain, any of it. Harley Quinn's my favorite. And so when they cast Margot Robbie and like saw her in Suicide Squad, even no matter what you think about the movie itself, everyone loved her as it. So when they were like, "Oh yeah, we're not using her for Joker 2, we're gonna pick Lady Gaga," I was a little not confused. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what word I'm looking for, but I was just like, yeah, I was a little indifferent. I was like, I love Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn so much because it's so perfect, and I don't want y'all messing with it, but I also do kind of like Lady Gaga, but I've not seen any of her acting, so I don't know. So, and then a couple of the like behind the scenes photos got like leaked of like her in costume, and I'm like, okay, I can feel it. I can feel it. And we got an official picture.
Coming in the air tonight.
That's not Lady Gaga.
Yeah, continue. Sorry.
So when we got this new photo, like an official photo, not like one taken from her off the streets, you don't see much. You kind of just see Joker in her face, and I'm like, okay, I'm leaning more towards being okay with it. It's just kind of gonna have to be. Why am I frozen? Oh, I'm just gonna kind of have to see the movie to decide if I am in love with it or not.
I will say I loved Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn too, though.
Oh yeah,
dude. Okay, so funny thing, the only DCEU properties that I've watched that I'm like I really fuck with are the 3 movies she's in. Both Suicide Squads and Birds of Prey. That's the best shit they've put out, and it's so off-brand from everything else they've been doing.
That's a hot take, Dave, because everyone, well, not everybody, but most people hate the Suicide Squad movie, and they're indifferent about Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey was great. The first Suicide Squad movie wasn't good, but the second one was very good.
I love all 3 of them.
And this is from someone who doesn't like DC comic stuff in general.
I'm also not a fan of Stupid Man.
Yeah, he is kind of lame.
Stupid Green Rock weakness.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. And like her and Will Smith carried the first movie. Like that was.
Oh yeah.
And people shit on Jared
No,
Leto.
no. Time out. There was one other person who carried that movie up until his character died.
Who?
You know who?
do it.
El Diablo.
Captain Boomerang.
Oh
Captain
yeah.
Boomerang.
I love Jai Courtney. I love Jai Courtney. Jai Courtney, justice for Jai Courtney. Make him the new Wolverine.
Make him the new Wolverine.
Dude,
Um,
he's got the right look.
He's got a pair of smooth criminals down under.
Jared Leto didn't really give any controversy to the movie. The only controversy is they cut almost all of his fucking scenes out of the first Suicide Squad.
Yeah, the controversy surrounding Jared Leto's Joker was the fact that they shot one movie where he was a lot more involved, and then they cut all of his scenes except the weirdest fucking ones with no context.
But D, like, go look up like stories about Heath Ledger and Jack Nicholson. When they both played the Joker. They did very similar things.
Oh,
very similar things.
My understanding is Mark Hamill sends weird little messages to the voice actor for Batman and all of the stuff they do together.
Yeah, no, it's that people, because it's Jared Leto, people blow that up. But Heath Ledger was known to send like dead crows to people. Jack Nicholson did some crazy shit. Jack Nicholson said it was relatively the same. It was just like Jack Nicholson also spiraled heavily into depression for like 3 or 4 years after. And a lot of people say that Heath Ledger's death was tied to the mental place he went to when he played.
Because the only way to play the Joker is as a method actor. That's the only way to do it and have it be convincing.
Right. Well, yeah, exactly. Because it's such an intense, like, character to be in. You know, like.
Okay, but you can't. Without
Not every
stepping into
actor's method
those
is the same, though.
as an actor, without stepping a little bit into those crazy shoes, it's really hard to pull off crazy.
Like that level of crazy. Because it went to another whole ass place.
Yeah.
Because wasn't that when Ledger started like using drugs like heavily?
I don't know.
I think after.
I don't look at the rumor mill shit like that. It's all fucking gossip and hearsay, and people deserve more respect than that, you know?
That's fair.
As a guy whose bread and butter is gossip and hearsay here, but it's about fictional people, which I feel is different.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair. Like Brian in accounting and how he can't stand his bitch ass.
I thought it was Greg.
Oh, fuck him too.
No, it's Michael.
Well, fuck all of them.
Yeah, the accounting people are kind of a bunch of jerks.
Yeah, exactly. That's right, Zach. And fuck Deborah.
Don't fuck Deborah. She has crabs.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, I just read Dee's comment, and you know, I do think that like, you know, there.
We reached 40.
Oh, I'm not talking about method acting, but I'm talking about you have to understand like the mindset of the character that you're putting on when a character is that much of a presence. Right.
Well,
so it's not about method acting, but it's about being able to understand that perspective, which is still a fucking weird place to try to go.
Right. Well, I mean, here's the thing is
okay.
It's like,
I misspoke, D, because that's not what I meant, but that's.
It's like I think the question here is like, okay, yes, Dave, that's I agree with that, but you know, sending, sending, dead animals to somebody, while it's great here in the hearsay verse and makes a great story, and it's something that we all remember, like,
oh yeah, no, it's fucked up.
Is that quote unquote professional, as like a professional actor, you know, like you know what I mean? But I mean, so like it's, you know, and I guess with that being said, that there's sometimes that, you know, maybe people have you know, expectations of like, you know, like their you know, work, you know, like an act like Mark Hamill or, you know, any of these people, like, you know, they adhere to the same work guidelines that, like,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, you or I do.
Well, and so like the stuff
But
Mark Hamill does is like they'll send like weird little, because okay, so back in the day, my understanding of Batman the animated series, when Mark Hamill first started doing the Joker for that, right?
yep.
They would sometimes the script would just be the Joker says something threatening to Batman, or
Yep.
like you know, shit like that. So he had to come up with a lot of stuff.
Yep.
And I think where that messaging each other back and forth came from was them just bouncing ideas off of each other for stuff they could say in script.
Right,
And
right,
so
right,
that
right.
just kind of became ritual.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks.
And that's if
thanks
I'm
for that.
understanding that story correctly. I read it somewhere like 15 fucking years ago.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But just like, I guess there's like, I guess what I'm saying is like there's, right, there's a line between like, you know, like what, you know, that seems harmless, but then like, you know, you get a dead salmon head in the mail, and like, you know, like
Oh yeah,
you're
no,
like,
and there's a
Yeah.
like D said, there's a huge difference as whether it's
Oh,
with
for
or
sure.
without consent.
And there's a
Right.
lot of people that talked about on the, you know, through the Dark Knight series and stuff with Ledger and him doing almost the exact same thing. There are a lot of people that didn't work for a little while because of just how he was like, and like D said, yes, it is method acting can absolutely be harmful, and we've seen that in several cases. Another very famous case was shooting The Shining.
okay.
Yeah. Fucking
Like,
what was her name?
Shelley Duvall was
Shelley
never the
Duvall.
same. She was never the same after that movie. Stanley Kubrick was intentionally fucking brutal to her to get
And
the
he told
the
told everybody to be brutal to her.
yeah, I
Like the
think the only
cast,
person
the
who
people
wasn't
behind
was
scenes.
Jack Nicholson, but like there's a that's a very very famous case of that sort of thing. She was never the same after that, and she pretty much stopped acting right away, like 2 or 3 years after.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
a documentary on the filming of The Shining that heavily talks about it.
Well, see, and
Okay.
I find it interesting because Stanley Kubrick was so brutal with her, but he was so protective of the little boy who played Danny,
Yeah,
who didn't even know it
Yeah.
was a horror movie
right.
until like
Well,
years later. And somebody had mentioned the movie, and he's like, "Oh, I'm in that," and
Did
they're
she?
like, "Wait,
She
what?"
may have.
I believe she did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she still alive?
She's
Yes.
Jesus, Chris.
Oh, she's 73. That's right. Oh, she is. I wasn't sure, honestly. I thought she had passed a few years ago.
But no, and he like went out of his. It's funny because you watch like the interview where the kid who played Danny talks about when he realized it was a horror movie, and he's like, I knew none of that. Like it was just, hey, ride your bike down this hallway. All right, now stand in front of this mirror and go, rad rom. Like,
Just lose your fucking mind, yeah.
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 And you know, he was probably what, 6 at the time?
Oh, he had
Oh
to be,
yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
somewhere around there. Somewhere.
well, yeah. I mean, like, you know, I mean, I don't find that, you know, like surprising that, like, you know, a director was verbally abusive to an adult and then, like, you know, not to a child, you know, like, but it's like
I don't know. It feels
some people can differentiate, some people can't, you know, like, but yeah, anyway.
Are you good, Dave?
okay.
Oh, okay.
Soda got stuck in my mustache and I didn't realize it, and it dripped
I was-
and hit here. And I'm like, is my vent above me dripping?
Yeah,
The
what
air
is happening?
conditioner isn't even running. What the fuck is going on?
Hey, you guys want to know what's gonna be a waste of time?
What?
The new Fast and the Furious movie.
Hard
which,
to
we
breathe.
got
They
a
all
trailer
are.
to.
I'll say it. They're all a waste of
Yo!
time.
I only liked the
Street
first
never
two.
wins. Street never wins. I'll say it. I'll die on this hill. Those movies suck. That's
Like,
my
I liked
opinion.
the first two.
The first like 4.
No,
like,
no.
Before,
They lost
before
me at
Paul
Tokyo
Walker
Drift.
died,
Fuck you. I don't give
were,
a shit about
They were decent,
fucking.
but we got to a point where it was like, dude, what the fuck are we doing? They were in
Yeah.
space in the last one. Like, what? It's funny. Like 4 years ago, I made a fucking joke about that, and then it happened, and I was like, "See, I called it. I called it. It's literally the Jason X."
I was gonna say.
I was gonna say it's the Sharknado of
the Shark-
blockbuster films.
Yeah.
How
No,
many
there's a
big name
big
actors can we
difference.
con into doing this?
They can make
Well, there's
Sharknadoes
not even like that many
forever,
big.
and you can
it's
watch
like-
any of them and have a good time.
Yes,
Fine,
Same cannot
yeah.
be said of Fast and the Furious.
that's very true.
Yeah. It's like, and then they just obviously recruited Jason Momoa for the new one.
And
Yeah,
Brie
awkward.
Larson.
I love
And Brie Larson,
Vin
yep.
Diesel. Right? I love Vin Diesel.
How many Marvel characters can we get?
But
in that
if
movie?
I hear you say family one more goddamn time,
it's so bad. It's so bad.
why are
I
you
would
guys
listen to
laughing
him-
so hard?
I would listen to him say, "I am Groot," a billion
I'm-
goddamn times, but every
Oh.
time it's fair.
I'm laughing
It's
so
like,
hard
shut the
because
fuck up.
I go to work at 5 in the morning and I'm still a little tired.
He's delirious, and he's had
A
a
little
he's had a
bit.
couple ciders.
A little bit.
I am Groot.
I am Drew.
But yeah, nevertheless, if you guys want to go see that, by all means, do you.
Yeah.
Go for it. Do you. I will not be seeing it. But it is a blockbuster movie that is coming.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. No, I saw that trailer and I was like, "Wow, actually a little bit more subdued than the space one." So, like, they're actually a little bit more grounded in reality than they have
See,
been.
but the problem
like,
is,
it is
in
but,
the
like-
trailer, in the 30-second trailer, they say
Street always.
No,
Family.
they say family like 3 fucking times
It's so brutal.
in 30 seconds.
Good.
It's so brutal.
Stop.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Just
well,
don't
I mean, like,
be
I,
don't be what
to
you
be
are.
to be fair, I'm surprised
Also,
that
how
they.
is my Vin Diesel family impression?
I mean, it's
It's
pretty
solid.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
pretty
that's
good.
good.
It's pretty good.
I was gonna say, like, to be fair, I'm surprised that they got 10 out of that idea for a movie.
Oh, I'm not.
yeah,
You
you
milk
know,
that bitch dry until you're literally nothing but sand is coming out, and you keep milking.
but
That's what
like,
they've been doing.
I
It's like
thought
the
that
Saw movies.
yeah, but like, I didn't think that
The
there
Saw
was that
movie
much
coming
milk
out
to
this year.
give. To be honest with you, like, I didn't think, like, there's, it's about street racing. You know
At
what I
what
mean?
point-
Like, you
at
know,
what
It's
point
also
does it
about
become-
space travel and drifting
And jumping out of
And-
airplanes and
I
and,
guess-
and jumping out of airplanes and
robbing a
family.
bank.
At what
And
point?
yeah, but that is no bearing on street racing.
yeah,
robbing
that's
a-
exactly
Right, because they stopped being about street racing after the first 2 movies.
Yeah. No, I know that. But
Don't forget
Tokyo
Hobbs
Drift-
and Shaw.
Tokyo Drift is pretty dope.
Hobbs and
Like-
Yo,
Shaw
I
wasn't
love Jason
terrible.
Statham. I love The Rock. If I never see Hobbs and Shaw, it will be too goddamn soon.
I'm gonna so realistically, that movie wasn't actually that bad.
Well, that's
Like,
good.
It was a
It's
totally
probably
different
great.
thing. It was a totally different thing. So
Yeah.
for me, I can't lump it in because it's a total spin-off movie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What-
it's just we're at a point, and I think Drew was trying to say something about.
I don't remember. It's
Oh.
okay.
Yeah, no,
Family.
I feel like we need to get like this needs to be it. This has to be it.
Yep.
They cannot make any more, and they probably
they-
will. They'll probably sign on to make 5 or 6 more.
Yeah, I
Like-
know, which is. I mean, this
Fast
is
and
this
Furious
is
Nip's
the-
got to be chapped as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, basically, like this is going to be like the end game for the Fast franchise. You know
yeah,
what
but
I mean?
the
I
problem
think
is
they're
nobody
just, like-
died before,
Well,
Well,
except
that's
for
not
wow.
true.
literally. Except for literally.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
They didn't
I
kill
mean,
anyone
look,
off. They can't have a
look.
redemption story.
They need to no. They need to kill Dom, and they need to kill what's her fucking name?
His girl.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I'm blanking on it too.
what's Ludacris's opinion on all?
Ludacris is
like-
making more money than he made in his rap career. And I
It's
liked
ludicrous.
Ludacris.
It's ludicrous.
And I liked his music. I saw him in concert once. But he out here
Wow.
racking that money
Wow.
up.
Wow. Like
Yeah,
what if Eric Andre was in the next Fast and the Furious?
Don't give them
who
ideas,
the
man.
fuck is Eric
No.
Andre?
He's a
Are you
comedian.
fucking kidding me?
He's a
Yeah.
comedian.
Even I know.
Dave,
who
you
the-
don't know who Eric Andre is?
Yeah, like
You would if
Eric-
you saw him.
Yeah.
Eric Andre is pretty based. Like I feel like Eric Andre would be like a great addition to the Fast and the Furious cast.
I don't think.
No,
I
no,
think the
no, no,
greatest
no, no,
addition
no.
to the
You
Fast
know
and
who
the
you have
Furious
to
would
add?
be
The
the
least
end of the series.
if you're gonna add a comedian, you have to add the least Fast and Furious comedian.
Who, John Mulaney?
Nate Habersberger.
That's fair.
Not Habersberger, Nate Bergatz.
Oh, Nate Bargatze, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I think.
Well,
I think
Sinbad.
the.
Please,
I
can
think
we add
the
Sinbad?
greatest addition to the Fast and Furious series would be it fucking ending finally.
Yo, hang on. If they bring in Sinbad, I would watch that.
I would watch that too if they brought in
I fuck
Sinbad.
with that idea, Wookie. That's
I mean-
fucking.
That's such a good idea.
Sinbad is actually is that why don't they just call in the
Hey,
three
what are you doing?
British-
This is a black tie affair. I got it covered. I'm black and I'm wearing a tie.
Why don't they just get the three English lads from Top Gear, the original Clarkson, Hammond, and May?
Because
Into the-
Clarkson says too much controversial shit for anyone to hire him anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean he's perfect for the Fast and the Furious. You know, like he's.
I mean, they've already.
You know what? You're
recruited
right.
two
They should get
or-
someone controversial. How about the Paul brothers?
Ooh.
No, one's
Yeah,
still
no.
pretending he's a boxer, and the other is a WWE superstar now. I wish I
Oh,
was kidding.
oh! Speaking of
No.
controversial people, I know who they.
No.
I know who they should get, especially because he said he was bragging about how many cars he had, you know, and then like let's watch him get blown up again. You ready for this?
Oh
Oh
god,
boy.
Andrew Tate.
I was waiting.
Oh.
I was
Okay.
waiting.
Real
Let's-
shit though, I would love to watch them steal Jay Leno's cars.
Well,
Dude,
yeah, I
right?
mean, if you're gonna rob Jay Leno's garage, it's a gone in 60 seconds affair. You know,
Bring
this
in
is a
fucking OJ.
This is a classic.
Bring
That
OJ in as the cricketer.
Break Tate out of Romanian jail. There you go. There's your movie.
Hell
Fast and Furious
yeah.
25.
I think my favorite part about the whole situation is they found him because he didn't recycle his pizza box.
I know. That's such a
What?
Hey, you know,
I don't know who Andrew Tate is.
Neither
Oh,
did
that's
I.
okay. You're
until,
better off
like,
not
He's
knowing.
not a.
He's
Not a
someone-
good person.
Yeah.
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 You know who is a good person? Harrison
Me.
Ford. And do you know
Hell
what Harrison
yeah.
Ford is about to do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ford's about to star in a new Indiana Jones movie,
Ah,
as well as being a Marvel film. But
wait, why?
Sorry, I'm really
wait,
tired.
what Marvel film is he gonna be in?
he's gonna be Ross in the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Don't know who the fuck that is, but it's Harrison Ford, so like, that's
It
Pretty big.
was
He was Red Hulk.
William Hurt, but then he died.
William Hurt's
and,
character, but
William
William Hurt
Hurt,
passed.
Well, I saw that trailer, and I saw that trailer. Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Dying
someone's
corner,
dying.
Dave.
Yeah,
Get
Dave's got to go
over
to the
this.
dying corner.
Yeah.
Breathe, dog. Don't be scared.
What was that?
Let's keep it rolling, guys. We're not gonna get to 50 at this rate.
So, I saw that trailer right after the Fast and the Furious trailer, and the CGI was a lot less corny in the Indiana Jones one than it was in the Fast. However, I do think it's like they're pushing I mean, Harrison Ford's up there in age now, so they're like
It's in the 70s, yeah.
they're pushing the limits of human biomechanics and CGI.
He is 80
at
years
the-
old.
Christ.
At the same time. So like, I don't know how well that's gonna transfer, in it. So I don't know. We'll see. Like,
Are they bringing Shia LaBeouf back? I think they are, right?
I think they are.
Oh, that's gonna be
interesting.
He's a phenomenal actor. People
Yes.
people shit on him for whatever reason, but he is all
Well,
along
because
a
I know why
fantastic
people
actor.
shit on him. Just do it.
Yeah, but it's iconic.
Well, I mean,
Oh, it's fucking great.
Look, dude,
Yeah, that's so true, Wookie. Harrison Ford did walk away from a real plane crash during filming of The Force Awakens.
I mean, Harrison Ford is the president of the AOPA.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's the American Pilots Association.
Oh, sick. Okay. Yeah. All right. I forgot about that. So
Harrison Ford's
yeah.
a fucking national
He is.
treasure.
Yeah.
He is
He's a
so good.
icon.
I remember
not president, spokesperson.
Fun story that I heard about Harrison Ford. This ties into The Force Awakens. So I watched an interview with John Boyega, Finn, and he was like on set for the Force Awakens, and I think it was like one of the first times that like he had met Harrison Ford, and he was like, oh my God, Harrison Ford, Han Solo, and and then he's like, and Harrison Ford was like, yeah, I used to be.
Oh.
and then John, hey, can you sign my my Han Solo action figure? And he was like, yeah, sure, whatever.
He's got to keep up the
gruff personality.
Yeah.
Exactly. Dude, he still look good for 80 though.
I used to be. He does. He doesn't look a day over 68.
Over 60. Why not give him?
He's fucking 80 years old. He is 80 years old. Let's stop there.
He's just like,
no one in my family has lived
still
past.
Attached to my body.
No one in my family has lived past 78. So.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. So, needless to say, June 30th is when Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny makes its way to theaters.
What the fuck is that?
You have to
what the fuck is that? Who the fuck is this? Shia LaBeouf is here. Hi, Harrison Ford. Sign my Han Solo action figure. That was the last 5 minutes.
I just want to see Han. If there was one, if I can go back to the sequels for one thing for 1 second.
Oh wait, the Star Wars sequels?
Yes.
Okay.
One glimpse of shining that brought a smile to my heart.
Okay.
Was when they boarded the ship, when Han and Chewie boarded the ship in the Force Awakens, and they were like, "We're home." That was very heartwarming.
That did warm my heart.
That was heartwarming. And also, even though Solo isn't the best Star Wars movie in the world,
it was a good movie. I don't know.
It was a good movie, and I loved.
Holy shit, Wookie!
Like, you
His
know,
dial of destiny, that must be the AARP helpline. Yeah, I don't. Although he might be the only old person that falls but can actually get back up.
yeah,
That's very
I mean,
true.
you know,
He
like,
shots at old people.
you know, is it like what is the dial? Is it going to be like a giant ancient stereo receiver? Like, you know, like you know, like it's gonna, you know, like
Don't
you
touch that
turn,
dial.
like you turn it and then like, you know, like Star
It
Trek
tunes
shit
into
happens.
ye olde FM
And like,
radio.
you know, like, you know, we go back in time and the dinosaurs come back, or like, you know, we like abduct some humpback whales. Like
Some humpback whales.
Like, you know, you just like turn the, you know. Has anyone seen Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home?
No.
Okay, never mind then. We're gonna move on. Like,
Let's move on to a little talking segment Dave brought up yesterday that made this Italian uncomfy. Dave, why don't you explain to people what the fuck dry ravioli is and why you made things into ravioli, apparently?
No. I didn't make things into ravioli. They just are. Okay.
What?
So dry ravioli is ravioli without sauce on it, right?
That sounds
Okay.
disgusting.
Pre-putting. Well, it's like, think ravioli before you put the stuff on it, and you say, "Oh, that's disgusting." Except a Pop-Tart is ravioli. A toaster strudel is ravioli. A hot pocket is ravioli. Pizza rolls are ravioli. A calzone is just a big ravioli, man.
Anyone else upset by this? Because I'm pretty upset by this.
I don't.
But am I wrong?
I don't know how I get edited.
I will not confirm nor deny if you're wrong, Dave. This Italian is sad.
He's spitting facts.
No. Look,
False.
based on the
Yes.
cube rule that our resident chef Cume, however he pronounces it.
Cume taser.
Cumin.
Our resident chef taser. That's it. Has posted those things are all ravioli.
CubeRule.com, dude. Zach is prepared. I love it.
I'm going.
Oh, no.
I'm going.
Oh no.
I
I'm
don't
going.
subscribe to the Cube Rule.
First, we asked our hot dog
Here we
sandwiches.
go. Oh,
And I don't believe the IRS is real.
Okay, they
that
are.
doesn't mean they're not going to get me for tax evasion. That
New
was
York
Al
says-
Capone's
Well, way to
mistake.
out yourself during tax
It was Al
season.
Capone's mistake. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
You know, that was also Wesley Snipes' mistake, too.
I think there's a lot of people's big
Fucking
mistakes.
Wesley
Who
Snipes.
would win in a lightsaber battle? Wesley Snipes or Samuel L. Jackson?
Samuel L. Jackson. He
The
actually
viewers at
has
home.
Yeah, that's fair. Fucking Blade versus literally Samuel L. Jackson.
Wait. So tacos aren't sandwiches, right? That's what I'm gathering from this
We're
website.
No, a
entitled to
taco is a
opinions, I
taco.
guess.
Okay, good. Glad we're on the same page.
Oh, yeah.
It's true, we are.
Is this? This is the same
That's the
argument.
Cube Rule website. Yeah.
Like, is
Fucking
this
Cube Rule.
soup or not? Right?
Yeah.
I was lost in the sauce for a minute there, guys. Not gonna lie.
Lost
Phrase it,
in-
boom.
A salad
Oh,
with
man.
croutons is just nachos.
A what?
Is it?
Yeah.
A salad with croutons?
A salad without croutons, I think, is soup.
Is the ocean soup?
Yes.
Every body of water by that logic is a
If
soup.
if I take a bath, am I then soup?
Yes. You
So
are
that's-
human soup.
Dave is like, hold on, I didn't think of it before like that, but
Yeah, well, it sounds dumb when you put it that way, doesn't it,
does
Dave?
sound dumb.
No,
doesn't
it doesn't. It sounds like I've been throwing away perfectly good broth for years.
Oh my god. Hey,
Yeah.
Belle Delphine tried that. It didn't go well for her.
What?
Hot. Hot. Hot.
This is no D, I agree. This is all so wrong. I mean,
I big
Zach,
agree there, D.
Yeah.
fucking Zach.
Actually went kind of well for.
That
Oh.
is, you know what, fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Bath
but
would
you'd
be
still
a
get a
D,
broth after
large
you took the
chunks-
meat out.
D large
Yeah.
chunks implies that you are separating your meat, which I don't know if you're lopping off limbs in your
She
bathtub.
did kind of make
but...
fucking bank off of that. That's what, that's really
Wait,
fair.
what? Oh, it's Belle Delphine.
Yeah,
Belle
and then
Delphine,
she
yeah.
just left the internet. She's like, "Oh, by the way, I'm done now. I'm rich,"
and
then just
apparently now
left.
she's back.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Weird.
She ran out of money.
Yeah.
Well, that's, I mean,
Please. She ran out of money like Amaranth would have run. Amaranth is killing it.
Time to uncork the fountain of youth again.
Right. That is the internet in a nutshell.
You mean the bathtub of youth?
The bathtub of youth.
I want fuck you levels of no, exactly.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I want to have fuck you money.
Yeah.
I want to have Kaiba money.
I do want to have
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to have Kaiba money? Dude has a jet fighter built like a fucking dragon. What? That's so absurd on so many levels.
It really is. Dude, if I had Kaiba money, I would have a whole wing of my house dedicated to fucking sneakers. That's how many pairs of Jordans I would have. And
If I
it
had
would
Kaiba money,
I don't think I'm ever allowed to have Kaiba money, because if I have Kaiba money, then I don't become Seto Kaiba. I wind up becoming Lex Luthor or Victor Von Doom. We know
Yes,
this.
That's really true.
That's
There's a reason.
Wouldn't Chris be Lex Luthor because he's bald?
But I'm not evil.
Yeah, but so like that's
just
Jeff
an
I'm not
Bezos.
evil either.
Oh.
Also, Lex
Okay.
Luthor, not evil.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So is Jeff Bezos Lex Luthor?
No.
Jeffrey Bezos.
We have to be nice to Bezos. He owns our platform that we're on.
Oh yeah, that's
He
right.
does? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Twitch.
Look, I've been saying for years Elon Musk is either our universe's Iron Man or Lex Luthor. So
Oh yeah, he's either a superhero or a supervillain. It's one of the two.
Yeah. Well,
It's
what if
really,
yeah. What if he's
not
a
gray
chaotic
area there?
What if he's a chaotic super hurricane? Of like good of hero and
shit,
villain
I
at the
never
same
thought he
time.
might be Red Tornado.
He might be
Oh.
Red Tornado.
Hey,
That's a fair
Hey.
assessment.
let's move on.
Um,
I'm getting a little. Let's move on.
The U.S. government does not want Dave to have too much money. That's super fair.
That's fair.
I think the U.S. government. Never mind.
Time and a place, true.
Yes.
Let's move on to a new segment that we like to aptly call "Things You Can Buy for $1." I tasked everyone with finding something random that you could buy for $1. I think Dave has some of the.
I don't know what any of these things are because you just sent them all like right off rip. So
yeah, I
here's
don't know
what
what
we're
the hell
gonna do.
Marcus was sending.
I know what mine are. Pull them up. I'll know what mine is.
No,
Okay,
it's
I
not pull
sent
them up.
you
I'm gonna have you
mine.
send them to me one at a time.
already
That's
sent
the wrong
mine.
thing.
I sent mine too.
All right.
That's the wrong thing.
Here, I'll just send it to you.
No.
You want to post it in the, in the chat?
No. I will ask one person at a time.
Okay.
Don't send things yet. For the love of
Okay,
God.
send things. Got it. Sounds
Send
good.
everything.
Everyone send Dave a DM on Twitter. I'm sorry, Dave. Don't kill me.
Murder
It just
will happen.
blocks Drew's face.
Fuck you, Drew.
Oh, I love it. That's fine by me.
Actually, that kind of works out.
That fits
That's
perfectly. There's a
kinda
perfect
work out.
spot in between Marcus and Bree that is empty. Bree, you're tall
You just
enough. You
added a
might be able
browser
to get in
source.
there.
Cool. All right.
I said you're tall enough. You might be able to get your head blocked behind if you just stand up.
In showtime. Chris, send me your thing for $1. Just drop it in the Showtime
There
text
we go.
chat.
Perfect. There we go.
I just cursed when it worked. So, what I found is an egg separator. So, if you're one of those people that likes your yolks and your whites separate in your eggs, how you cook them, you could do that. I personally just crack that bitch and just eat it, once it's cooked up.
Huh?
Hey, I don't shame those that only eat egg whites or only eat egg yolks. That's you. But it's $1.
Gotta
That's
keep
it.
them separated. I'm glad we're all on the same page again.
Yeah, we are for sure.
Wait, Chris. Did you have? Could you get Eric Andre for $1? I see him in the chat.
I don't know. Did you see his comedy movie he made?
Oh, I do like Marcus's riding down the street in my 6-4.
In my 6-4.
Nintendo 64.
I don't know if you can get that for $1, but that was so based I needed to send it.
It's pretty good.
It is definitely good.
I'm gonna go ahead and do mine so I don't forget.
Okay. I already forgot mine. Just kidding. I know what mine is.
It's $1. It's soap.
Soap emoji.
It apparently smells like vanilla frosting.
Aw, that sounds good.
It actually doesn't sound bad.
Sounds like not. Sounds toxic though.
It does sound toxic.
It sounds very
you probably
toxic.
Shouldn't eat it.
Don't eat it.
You can't tell me what to do. I'll ice my cake if I feel like it.
As long as it's the Tide Pod cake.
Look, I have a joke about icing a cake that we're not going to go into. Drew,
Oh.
what's yours?
Mine. I'm sending right now because I forgot to. There we go. Mine is 100 pennies.
You could
can
get
go to the
100
bank.
pennies for $1.
Could go to the bank and get 100 pennies, put them in a sock, and beat somebody up with them.
I'm gonna fill a sock with a bar of soap and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah. Like in Full Metal Jacket, but with pennies instead of socks. So it's an uneven distribution of weight. So it's actually more like you're hitting someone with a sandbag made of metal.
Oof.
Yeah, that wouldn't feel great.
Oof.
That would feel awful.
Oof.
Ooh, yikes.
Just picture 100 of those.
I think you can get get combs for $1. Like just like
Bree, what did you have?
Regular old plastic combs.
I went on Wish. I looked for something under $1, and what it says is it is a US plug, EU plug, multifunction, ultrasonic, electronic, indoor anti-mosquito, rat, mice, insects, pest, mouse control, repeller, pest reject.
Okay.
So it is a.
It is $1.
Yes.
It's something.
Yes.
Yo,
It's
hang
something.
on. I found where you sent me the picture, Bree.
But here's the question: is it free with shipping?
Oh.
Or is the shipping free, so it makes it strictly $1?
Is that a helicopter? No, never mind.
What?
Yeah, it's a helicopter bug.
No. One of the bugs from because where I'm viewing it on my screen looked real tiny, and from where I was, it looked like a fucking Black Hawk helicopter. I'm like, is this telling you can fend off the U.S. government?
Oh, with shipping and tax, it makes it $3.83. So it's not under $1.
No, it's $1. It's dollar adjacent.
Yeah, that's yeah.
The product itself is $1. So.
Ooh, well. Yeah.
All right.
Hold on.
Would you guys like to hear some things that I found that were not $1?
Sure.
Yes.
DIY vasectomy kit.
That checks out.
It's $9.
Ooh, all right.
What? Oh, I don't like that.
Big Book of Breasts 3D.
3D.
It's a pop-up book of boobs.
Oh.
$26.
It's for people like me who never.
Wow, that's more than the vasectomy kit.
Yeah,
that tells you all about standards.
Taco holder, butt plug.
Okay, hold on.
What?
It should be at least $15.
It's
I was gonna
30
guess. Yeah, I was gonna guess in the 34. 34.
35.
Damn.
A taco holder butt plug. All right.
Incredible value.
That is good value. That's a good sale rate.
It's not a
Just
bad
found
price for a
it.
butt plug.
What the
Children's
hell?
book titled "Everything I Want to Do Is Illegal."
Hey,
When you're a kid,
how'd they
it's
get
cute.
my
When you're
how'd
an
they get my
adult, it's a felony.
memoirs?
How did they get Dave's memoir? Like, I feel like like Dave Ghost wrote that one. Like,
Dave Ghost wrote that one. You know what? He may have. There's a good chance.
Very, very real possibility.
There are two more because they're fucking weird, guys.
Yeah.
But the first one is, and they're both $100. One of them is
Hey.
weird cool, and one of them is weird.
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 Okay. All right.
Okay, so the first one is language translator earbuds.
All right.
Interesting.
So it's like, the like electronic translators people put in movies. This is an attempt to be that.
That's
Which,
sick.
if it works, is really cool.
Yeah.
Like that
The other
fish
thing that's
they stuck in your ear
$100.
in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
So I'm going to tell you the first half of the first sentence, and you tell me what you think this product is for.
Okay.
Turn back the hands of time with this. What do you think it is, Chris?
There are so many jokes I want to make that I really shouldn't. So,
A water
it-
bottle
is
fountain
it-
of youth thing.
is it butt lift cream?
It's not butt lift cream.
Anal
It's not a
bleach
water
kit. That's
bottle. Marcus?
That's a good one.
I don't fucking know.
Marcus
I'm
doesn't
just
have a
gonna
guess.
say-
Is it an anti-aging
gonna s-
cream?
I'm just gonna
Bree.
say butt plug and move on.
Butt plug.
Is it a cream
Okay.
of any kind?
It is not a cream of any kind.
It is not a cream.
Is it a tar?
It's a
Is it a
solid.
sexual item?
It's an electronic device.
Anything can be a sexual item if you try hard enough.
That's true.
Turn back the hands of time with this vaginal rejuvenation wand.
I was kind of thinking that. I was like,
Just
Isn't that
10
just a
minutes a
really-
day with this modern marvel, and you'll begin to see results in as little as 3 weeks without any kind of surgical or medical procedure.
That's funny.
that is great.
Okay, it looks like a tanning bed, but what's inside out. So it looks like a curling iron with lights on the outside that you stick up
Nice.
your wahoo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
what
gonna
the
say
fuck?
Wahoo.
Wahoo?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't
Those are
that
two
just a
very different products for $100. One of which I'm
Yes.
very interested in, and the other is
Well, just because you're not interested in it, Dave, doesn't mean other people aren't. I mean,
Wo-
what?
Wookie, it was a vaginal rejuvenation. Listen.
It was close.
He-
It was close.
He was close, and I mean, he was on the right track with Walrus Jizz, so she was in the ballpark.
was I in the ballpark?
You said butt plug; it's relatively close. That's center field
You know.
All
Center
right.
field. I
or
feel
second
like-
base, depending on
I was
how you
gonna
look,
say.
how you relative the orifices to a baseball field.
oh my
You
god.
said, wait. Butt stuff is second base, Chris?
Wow, that's an aggressive second base.
Yeah, that you're
That is
stealing
a
second
very
there, my
aggressive
friend.
second base.
I mean,
Hang on,
you-
hang on.
you know, you
This
get
is
to a
gonna
point
go on
where-
screen.
Oh God.
This is the action figure that I now want to add to my collection.
Oh man, I'm nervous.
So it would kind of be the opposite, yeah.
Preferably new in box.
Oh my God. That is funny.
I have that.
You already
I
have
don't
one, Bree.
think so. I don't cry.
I know, but the action figure will be funnier.
The action figure would be funnier.
And the
The action
actual
figure would be funny.
accent
I'm
father.
sorry. I saw that and
At
I went,
least this one will be in my room,
Yeah.
supporting
Oh
me.
my god. Oh my
Remember.
god.
oh, also for $100, a pillow, but what's shaped like a butt.
I mean, who doesn't like a good butt pillow?
$100 for that though? That seems a bit outrageous.
That seems a bit high. I would pay at least, at most, like
Well, is it $100 in real currency or cryptocurrency?
Cryptocurrency.
Well, yeah, if it's in Dogecoin, sign me up.
Is it-
Elevate your love and smoke game in one shot by getting freaky with a bong butt plug.
That is
We did it,
That
gentlemen.
the
We
fucking
did it.
pinnacle of human creation.
I was gonna say that
Listen.
sounds like a one-way ticket to get pink eye.
That is a good way
Dogg,
to get pink eye.
Snoop Dogg's autoerotic fantasy has come true, ladies and gentlemen. Like we can just stop.
We can now smoke weed directly out of your asshole.
We can now stop of innovating with technology. Jeff Bezos.
We've reached the
and
pinnacle
Disney.
of
You
situation.
hit it.
Yeah,
This is
Jeff
it.
Reached the pinnacle of humanity.
That's
That's
it.
it right there.
That's
It's
it.
a bong butt plug.
Just like
Hey,
Or a
hey.
butt plug bong.
And if you're tired of those late night trips to the cemetery to get your fix of human bones, you can apparently buy them here too.
Yes.
What the?
Are you on
Where
You on
are
the
you?
black market?
No,
Dave
I'm
went
on
to
This
the-
Is Why I'm Broke.
Oh shit. Okay.
Thor's
Yeah.
Hammer water bottle.
Before we move into our musician of the week segment, I do have to run. So I will leave these four to entertain. This is gonna crash immediately. Dave's gonna steer everyone right into a fucking.
Oh boy.
What are you buying? What are you selling?
So there's my first fire starting kit.
Sign me up.
Guys, we're almost to 50. We can do it.
Oh, yo, bloodbath color changing bath mat. This is actually dope. So it's white, but when it
Seen
gets
those
wet,
on
it turns
TikTok.
red. That's so fucking sick.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that could that I can see that.
Guys, we're 2 away. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it?
48.
49.
That's what 50,
Oh.
50.
Dave, you robbed us.
We
You robbed us someone of pulling the trigger on that.
wait, was it the bot? Was the bot 50?
No, that was Dave.
Oh.
It's okay.
Well,
Oh,
does that,
you want to order a real Japanese murder hornet? They'll send you one.
Oh, a real Japanese what?
Hornet?
Murder hornet.
Oh no.
Ah.
Why
no
would
thanks.
why does anyone think, yeah, that's what I need in my life, a hornet that can kill me? As if hornets are like,
No. It's
my
like a
worst
taxidermy
enemy.
specimen.
Oh, all right.
Still,
all right.
I'm good, thanks.
Oh, I thought it was alive. He was my
a-
worst enemy.
A book titled There Are Moms Way Worse Than You.
Oh.
The cover is a picture of a mama giraffe kicking a baby giraffe in the head and just knocking it the fuck over.
That's pretty funny.
Oh man.
Yo,
That's
Miss
making-
Fortune cookies.
I got the meanest fortune cookie one time, or at least
Oh boy.
it was it's nice to be remembered, but it's cheaper to be forgotten.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Obliviate.
It was a yeah. Anyway.
Oh man. Ow.
And Chris is back, ladies and gentlemen. Pew, 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 pew.
You want to buy uranium on the internet? You
Okay,
can.
now
Sounds
you're
so safe.
wait. Now you're on.
No, it
now
doesn't.
you're on the deep web, buddy. If you're looking for uranium,
No,
Like-
he found that shit on Craigslist. What you talk about?
Like
Wait,
the
is it-
JO crystal.
is it?
Oh
is
my
it,
god.
Isn't Craigslist like the deep web, like the doorway? to
Craigslist
the
kind of
deep web?
is the deep web.
It's the gateway dark web. Fucking Craigslist.
Fucking Gatling gun gel pen.
Jesus. What are we doing, internet? Jesus Christ.
Just remember, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Hey, you know who should?
Who?
Our musician of the week. They should
Yeah.
keep going. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this week we talk about a band that doesn't get enough love, in my opinion. Skillet is a band that crosses multiple genres in some of the most interesting ways. They blend rock, pop, EDM, and classical to create a unique sound that's led them to 4 multi-platinum songs and another 2 certified gold. With the deluxe version of their 11th and most recent album, Dominion, dropping this past week, we hope to see Skillet making great music in the future. So we picked Skillet because it's a band that most of us are in some way familiar with. I know Drew has found out who they are through me. Dave can listen to some of the earlier stuff, and Marcus, you and I have had conversations with Skillet once or twice. Am I correct in saying that this is just a band that just doesn't get enough love?
Yeah. They're fucking solid. They're fucking solid.
Yeah. I know. I feel bad for Bree. She gets left out of half of these because she just doesn't listen to old music, apparently.
That's okay. The lemon will come.
Cover me up with the lemon eye.
I was gonna say, like, I was gonna address the lemon eye, but I didn't want to be that guy.
We were just kind of, it just happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's called the all-seeing lemon. He costs $50. Should we get one for the channel?
Yes.
Fuck yes. Are you kidding?
Yes. I would get that 100%.
Oh my god. I mean, I vaguely remember Skillet back in the day. I always got them like in Hailstorm confused.
Even
so
though-
like to me they sounded very similar, but like you know
They got
so,
that similar kind of vibe.
like but you know, or wait, does Skillet have the like really deep like yeah
No.
like voice?
No.
Okay, so then I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Skillet,
So like,
Skillet's the one where they
Also,
Skillet did Monster.
Hailstorm has a woman lead singer.
yeah, no, I'm not. I know that's about all I know. Like I mean, like
Hailstorm, yeah, they're really good too.
Yeah, but they seem to be yeah, I mean they seem to be quite yeah, they seem to be doing quite well for themselves.
What's cool about Skillet is the fact that they are listed as quote unquote Christian rock, because in a sense they're some of their songs do have a religious backing to them, but the majority of their music really doesn't, you know. And for people that you know don't want to look at music from like the religious sense, they're a band that you can listen to and just like not think about that, because it's just not it's not the overall vibe that they put out.
Right.
You know?
Right. Well, that makes a lot of sense. And then like, you know, that reminds me of like, you know, Flyleaf was kind of like
Flyleaf was a very similar band.
Was like the Christian Paramore.
Well,
which is actually ironic, because like Paramore themselves were kind of like a Christian band when they started. You know, but so anyway. But yeah, yeah, there you go.
What were you saying, Dave?
Well, like, so, and the thing is, like, unless you really like dove deep and dissected a lot of their lyrics, well, you'd have no idea what their fucking songs were about.
Yeah.
The second CD I ever bought was a Skillet CD. I think it was their second or third album. Like, it was way back in the day. I think it was their second album. Yeah, it was Hey You, I Love Your Soul, which I think is their second album.
I think it's their second album.
But the title track from that album goes, I wanna be locked in a cage. I wanna be strapped in a chair. Hey, hey, keep the hammer out of my reach. My pounding impulse comes. Hey, hey, hey. The fuck?
Right.
But it was cool.
So
Well, I
they
mean,
And I knew
well, I mean,
mom
that's
and I knew mom would let me listen to it because I bought it at the Christian bookstore.
Love it.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, I mean, like you said, like, well, I mean, and what you said, Dave, can go for like almost any band. You know, you know, you can listen to the lyrics on one level, you know, and then not delve so deep in it, and sometimes you can't even really understand what they're saying. Like, you
Right.
know, for example, like this is completely different, but when I was playing with Fleet, we were going to cover a Pearl Jam song called Rear View Mirror, and at the end and at the end, that, you know, he's just going, the lyric, you know, is just like, you know, I saw things, like, over and over again, but to my ear, I thought he was just singing soybean, soybean.
You know,
Eddie Vedder does have that kind of mumbly
Like,
voice where you could.
yeah,
fucking
like,
Eddie Vedder, bro.
or you got
know,
that
like,
Sam Smith song what goes, suck my milkmaid sour free.
yeah, like,
Um,
I mean,
Which
you
isn't
know,
at all what he says, so that's what it sounds like. Or
right.
Dave, what is your favorite example of that? Or Dave ruined a
in
song for
New
me.
York, concrete jungle, wet dream tomato.
Tomato.
That's
Love
pretty.
it.
Yeah.
But like with Skillet, they didn't really gain like mainstream popularity until their album Comatose in 06.
Okay.
Which had like Whispers in the Dark, which was played on our former local rock station when that first hit, and then they blew up to their last, like, after that, their current 6 albums or 5 albums since 06, that Comatose release, have all done really well. So like they've released their first album in 96. They've
Oh,
been
wow.
around for a long time.
Wow. Yeah,
The
They've been
yeah.
band has
around as long
changed.
as I've
They've
been
changed
alive.
sound for you know, until
Yeah.
you hit what they have. Sorry, currently.
Well,
Um,
because like on Hey You, I Love Your Soul, like half of that album sounded like it was Manson.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
No, but that's a lot of the inspiration was to,
Sorry.
and like if you like, the lead singer talks about a lot of like his musical influences and stuff. There's a lot of like Metallica, Marilyn Manson, just stuff like that.
Yep.
To the vibe from what they were doing before 06, and then 06 they really found like this signature like heavy sound with orchestral pieces.
Yep.
And they actually have a violinist and a cellist on stage with them in their shows. I saw them with Godsmack, which is ironic, but
God! Whoa, wait. At my job, I was teaching. I was teaching at the School of Rock in Madison, guitar, bass, and drums, and we had a modern metal show, and I never thought I would be paid money to teach somebody a Godsmack song.
dude, Godsmack's great.
But I Stand Alone. What a banger!
Dude, I can play that on guitar. It's so much fun.
It's like, I stand alone.
One of their biggest hits too.
Stand
Dude,
alone. Sorry,
Voodoo
but
is
yeah.
also a really good one to, like, if you're trying to get someone into how fun it could be to play the drums.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm shit
Yeah.
at drums. I still like giving Voodoo a shot because it's
Yeah.
just so
It's just
fucking. It's because it's got
Obnoxious.
like that tribal vibe to it, right? That
Yeah.
really
It
just
really does.
sucks
That's a
you
good way to
in
put it.
at like a primal level.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe next
Yeah.
week Godsmack will be our
Yeah.
musician of the week. I could.
It's like-
They're a New England band. I could talk about. I've
Actually,
seen them twice live.
I'll have to check with the source, but there's someone I know who was like a private who for a while was like a private masseuse, and I believe that this story was told to me through a mutual friend, but she gave Sully from Godsmack a massage, and she said he was a really nice guy.
I
So, like,
I have a friend who grew up with him in Boston.
That's wild. I will confirm that story though. So like, so I can, and I will report back if the smack god is real.
If the smack.
I have
God.
okay. So I wound up. Do you know who Sophia Johns is?
Yeah.
Okay. So I wound up at a place that she was at, and we were all drinking.
That's
But
cool.
for those of you who don't know who she is, she really helped promote Slipknot in the early days.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's involved in local radio in and around like the areas where they were coming up regionally. And but no, and it's just like it's wild to be like, man, I bet she still has Corey Taylor's phone number.
Oh, probably.
Like that was the first thing in my head. Because like well, because so from what I know from people who have like worked around Slipknot, is they're so fucking just chill. Like,
oh yeah,
they're very particular how they want stuff set up, but when you have that many people on stage, I fucking get it.
And they're spectacular live.
Like, oh yeah,
if
dude,
you guys,
I saw them on
bullshit,
accident when they were still wearing orange
jumpsuits.
jumpsuits.
Yeah. Oh, so their first album.
Yeah, they opened for Newfound Glory, which
makes no sense.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was great.
I saw them with Korn probably 7 or 8 years ago.
See, that would have been a much better show.
It was a fucking, and Pop Evil opened for both of them, so it was like a fantastic fucking show.
Dude, and I'm gonna tell you right now. Seeing Slipknot like that early on in their shit,
yeah,
super high energy, not great, but super high energy. Like I was there for the energy.
Was my boy with the beer keg there?
Oh no, because that song hadn't come out yet.
Oh
no, but there was a motherfucker beating on a trash can.
Good.
That's
good, as God intended.
Yeah. No, and it was like dope. It was just like they hadn't fully got in their like schmoove yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's
like,
fair.
Because you get that many people playing together, and it takes a hot minute before you really start to sync up.
As someone who plays in an 8-piece ska band, I can verify that statement.
Plays in a fucking ska band. This is why we love Marcus. He's a drummer for a ska and a good ska band.
Yeah.
Like Llama Tsunami is actually a good band. I'm not a huge fan of like ska in general.
Dude,
but I have seen them live. It was before you were a member of the band, but I have seen Llama Tsunami.
Fair. That's very fair.
Yo, one of my favorite songs to quote is a ska song from the OC Supertones.
Okay. All right.
Who I am is in between what I want to be and what I am.
That's a good
nice.
Because that speaks to the fact that it's about the journey. Not where you've been, not where you're going, but in the now.
In between.
Yep. Yeah, no, and I mean, like it's so funny. Like I play in the ska band, but I don't listen to a lot of ska outside of the band.
Right.
Like I, in my own time, and if I'm writing my own music, I either do like folk punk or like folk acoustic open tuning stuff, or like punk rock and possibly like a Tool-esque song here and there.
And
so like I like to think of myself in some ways as like Dave Grohl without the money. Like,
that's fair.
Like,
or the good hair. Dude, what the fuck is up with that man's hair? It's so nice all the fucking time.
Because it's Dave Grohl. He's not human.
Well, remember, he also has money now. So he can maintain that sheen.
Dude, it always looks so good though.
Yeah,
long, short, that weird spot in between that's weird for everybody but Dave Grohl. Like,
you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. I mean, that dude.
Fuck that man's hair. Like, I love you, but dude, How?
that man's face, like went through was like a caterpillar and went through an entire metamorphosis from the time he was in Nirvana to his Foo Fighters days.
He went from looking like a baby to like an adult.
No, I'd say he went from like looking like a rat-faced skateboarder to like, a college bro a
Which
little
that's fair.
bit.
A man.
And he's still fucked.
Strong man.
Yeah, but I mean, I can. But
Hey,
yeah.
You know the
Anyway.
best way to round out this music segment? By talking about new music that dropped last week.
Hang on.
Hang on. Time.
Pause champ. Gonna get pause champ in chat. Pause
Zach,
champ.
where you at? Pause champ.
Pause champ.
Pete.
There it is.
I like that Invader. I like that Zach liked my soybeans quote.
Zach's great, man. He's the legend.
Yeah.
So should we really get this lemon, guys?
Yes, we should get this lemon.
What should we name our lemon when we get it?
Lemorales.
Mike
Okay,
Wazowski.
but really.
Yes.
Mike Wazowski.
yes. I am 110.
How about we name
Fucking
it
Steve?
We name it Lemon Killmister.
Mike Wazowski, kill Mr. Lemon.
Mike Wazowski.
Uh,
It can't be Cyclops because that's my name.
No,
Yeah,
can it be? It should be Steve. I like Steve.
What about Kevin?
How about Steve Wazowski?
No, it can't be Kevin.
Mike Wazowski's
Kevin lives
cousin.
back there.
Kevin, I thought Kevin lived in your brain, Dave.
No, he's the skull. It lives over there.
I'm gonna buy a pet rabbit and name him Rabbit.
I hate everything about that.
Or Rabbit Redford. I haven't decided.
No. That's bad, and you should feel bad.
My dad. Well, I got one worse than that. My dad had an uncle who had a dog, and you know what he named the dog?
Please tell me it was dog.
DOG?
Useless.
Oh no.
That's that. And yeah, anyway, so
yeah, new music releases.
I didn't mean to suck the air out of the room.
No, dude, you're all good. We're just vibing.
Yeah.
And then I have to go fuck up a dragon. Like, that's just how my day be.
Yeah, for real. So Skillet we talked about, released their deluxe version of their most recent album, Dominion. It's called Day of Destiny. I've listened to the extra songs. They're really good. Skrillex out here being a fucking monster and released 2 albums in 2 days. 2 different albums in 2 days. One is called Quest for Fire. The other is called Don't Get Too Close. I'm excited to listen to those. I haven't heard them yet. Pink released her newest album called Trust Fall. Pink is fucking amazing, and I imagine her album is gonna be fucking amazing. Speaking of Paramore earlier, they released their new album called This Is Why. It is it is so good.
That's a big deal.
It is so good.
That's a big deal record.
Kelsey Ballerini, who I can't figure out if she's pop or country or both.
She's country.
Is she though?
She plays on the country stations. She counts as country.
So does Maren Morris, but Maren Morris has been in more fucking EDM songs recently than country songs. So
this is also
you know who shows up in EDM that I absolutely love?
Who?
Ellie Goulding.
Yeah, but she hasn't in a long time. She hasn't done anything in a good amount.
I know, but I still love Ellie Goulding.
Oh yeah, she's great. But Kelsey Ballerini released her newest EP called Matt. And then a band that I wasn't familiar with until before the show started. They are called Screaming Females. And they released their newest album called Desire Pathway.
Yes. So one unfortunate thing about Screaming Females is that there's only one screaming female in Screaming Females. It's kind of a misnomer. However,
Like the bare
Marissa,
naked ladies being
yeah,
no
and
women.
just a bunch of
bunch of dudes. Canadian dudes.
But
Dude, they're awesome Canadian dudes, though.
But I highly, if you're looking for like raw indie rock with obnoxiously good or like obnoxious guitar shredding, Melissa P. She is a modern guitar gunslinger. She is about my height. She dresses like a pilgrim, and she wields a Stratocaster like a weapon.
Dresses like a pilgrim.
And you know, I can link. I already linked some videos. One of them was a new song off the new album. Another one was really cool collaboration that her band Screaming Females and the band Garbage, they covered the Patti Smith song Because the Night, and she has some really gnarly solos in that. You can look up some live footage. She's real punk, and you know, like she like, you know, she'll like flail about on the stage, and like, you know, like it's pretty gnarly stuff, man. Like I highly recommend them.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah,
I'm gonna have to look into them more.
I wish there were more females screaming in Screaming Females, but you know, you know,
beggars can't be choosers.
Beggars can't be choosers, and you know, but Melissa P is one of the in my opinion, one of the modern guitar heroes of the you know, of
no one clipped that out of context. Zach, you probably already did clip that out of context.
You know, that would, you know, of the modern era of indie rock, at least. She rips. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So
Dave, what do we have for video game releases?
Yo, Hogwarts came out recently. It's pretty good. So I'm only gonna cover this week because I've been busy. I'm only gonna cover shit that I know is coming up that I give a shit about. And we'll cover more stuff that I don't give a shit about next week, maybe. But so May 12th, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom comes out. Sometime this month, the Resident Evil 4 remake comes out, and we're getting Kerbal motherfucking Space Program 2 this year, boys. We're gonna get multiplayer. My dick is so hard. Let's fucking go. It's gonna be me and Zach doing science and trying to figure out how to move the moon to somewhere else as a space station.
That sounds sick.
Fucking yeah.
You could also do what the Gundam villains do and just drop it on the Earth, like they do in the space. They drop all that's like their Death Star thing. They drop the space colonies on Earth.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know. Yeah, okay.
Also, Atomic Heart came out yesterday. The game's fantastic.
That was the other one.
I actually streamed it last night. I had a blast. The concept for the story is really cool. It's on Game Pass for free day one. So if you guys have Xbox Game Pass, definitely get it. Yeah,
and if you don't have an Xbox but you have a computer, you can get Game Pass for that too.
Yeah, and I mean,
not sponsored. Just I'm a huge if it's in your budget and you play a variety of games, Game Pass is a pretty good way to check out games you otherwise wouldn't.
Dave and I are big. We're big advocates for Game Pass. We both use it frequently. But no, it's a fun game. Definitely check it out. I've been waiting for a few months. So. But yeah, Dave and I have kind of just spent our time playing Hogwarts Legacy the past week.
Have you seen the meme? Have you seen someone already made that a meme with the GTA mod?
Oh God.
Where it's like he's like in GTA and he's like shooting people, and then he like gets on his broomstick and he's like going through LA.
That's funny.
Like, I'll have to find it and send it to you.
That's not surprising.
I
Yeah.
need that in my life.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
So my brain is like, yo, can we get the people who fuck with the GTA stuff to make a Hogwarts Legacy Chaos mod?
Oh
I mean,
God, that would be a level of insanity. I don't think the world.
Doing, 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 doing.
So,
if
Yeah.
you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I only occasionally run into students who are ethereal and have no hitboxes. I'm so excited to learn Avada Kedavra and just be able to start killing my classmates.
Dude, yeah, you can like I've seen people do that shit, and it's wild.
So
I
like,
haven't.
so
I'm staying
so-
as like blinders as possible.
I saw it on YouTube.
so
It's
as
like,
a
yeah, I could just kill
norm,
people with no remorse. I'm like, the fuck?
so like as a normie, what is like the plot of Hogwarts Legacy? Like, what do you do?
So
Like,
it takes place.
Hang on. So we're not going to go into any actual story beats. Long story short,
okay.
you're a student who joins as a 5th year, so you have to catch up on 5 years of education, along with like there's some like intrigue plot stuff that happens as well.
And it's technically set 100 years before
200 years
any of the
before.
Harry
It's
Potter
set in the 1800s.
1890. Yeah, it's set in the 1890s.
So that's weird. They wouldn't start you off from year 1. I don't know why, but I don't know.
It goes into depth in the story as to why.
It's
Okay.
there are story reasons as to why. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
My hand smells like limes.
There you go.
I like it.
So I'd say we are on to our final segment. And Marcus actually will enjoy. All I have to talk about is racing this week. Obviously, for those that are aware, the fucking Super Bowl happened, and 2 weeks. If you don't know who won by now, on the internet. But Monster Energy Supercross, however, stopped off in Oakland for what was listed as round 2. A massive rainstorm in California happened in January. Insane flooding everywhere in northern. Actually forced them to postpone the race until their 1 week off, which this weekend. But Eli Tomac claimed the victory in the 450 class after a late race fall by Chase Sexton, which allowed Tomac to take the lead. Cooper Webb and Chase Sexton rounded out your podium. Jet Lawrence took yet another victory in the 250 West class. RJ Hampshire and Cameron McAdoo rounded out your podium. Eli Tomac leads the point standings by just 7 points over Cooper Webb and Chase Sexton. I'll tell you what, once Tomac got to his groove past couple years, 2-time champion, honestly, he's primed to win the fucking. He's that good this season. If you guys don't like motocross, this is a good time to get into it because your top 3 in points are separated by 7 points. And it's a dogfight every week. It's a blast. Next up, the series heads to Arlington, Texas for round 7 at AT&T Stadium. Coverage begins Saturday at 8 p.m. on Peacock. The 2023 NASCAR season officially is underway after
Here we go.
65th running of the Daytona 500 that happened Sunday.
Hell
and
yeah,
brother! It didn't disappoint in excitement. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. took the win in the Great American Race, his first race win since 2017, which ironically was the former summer race on July 4th back then at Daytona. It was his last win, which the guy's a great super speedway racer, so I'm surprised that that's did I Forgot to pull something up really fast. Okay. The rest of your top 10, Joey Logano, last year's champion, finished second. Christopher Bell finished third. Fourth was Chris Buescher. Fifth was Alex Bowman. Sixth was AJ Allmendinger. Daniel Suarez finished seventh. Ryan Blaney finished eighth, and ninth was Ross Chastain. And 10th, rounding out the top 10, was rookie Riley Herbst, who actually crashed twice in that race and still finished.
That's pretty good for crashing twice.
Yeah. I do want to give a huge shout out to action sports legend Travis Pastrana, who finished a shocking 11th in the Daytona 500. I hope to see him back next year to try again and win it. Stenhouse's 500 win also made history, with JTG Doherty Racing's owners, Brad Doherty and Jody, I think this is how you pronounce her last name, Geschichter, both became the first black owner and first woman owner to win the Daytona 500 as an owner.
Hell
which
yeah.
is super fucking cool.
That's awesome.
NASCAR heads west to the Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California for the Pala Casino 400, which marks the final race on the 2-mile oval before its reconfiguration into a half-mile. Coverage begins on Sunday at 3 on Fox. It was super cool to see the love that Travis was getting, man. And everyone knows Travis Pastrana.
Yeah.
The guy is base jumped out with no parachute.
Have you seen his Hoonigan Gymkhana grid run?
Yes.
And that's wild. They built him a custom race car with the body panels of an old Subaru wagon just for that. Travis Pastrana is just he's been in the action sports for so long, but he's done so many things. Like, he started with his dirt bikes, and then the X Games.
He was a competitive motocross rider, and was actually really good.
Yeah, he was really good, and then he was didn't he have a stint in rally?
He went freestyle motocross. Yeah, he's a rally champion.
Yeah.
People forget, because everyone was shocked when they saw he was running the 100 this year. They're like, what does he think he can compete in NASCAR too? Travis Pastrana ran in NASCAR in 2010, 2011. He ran in the next step down from the Cup Series, which was called the Xfinity Series. He ran there for 2 years.
Yeah.
Shout out to Travis, man. I hope he comes back, and I hope he does more. Because even though he got to a wreck, his car was a little beaten up at the end, but that guy, you would have thought with his excitement and happiness that he won the fucking race. That's just how excited he was to be there.
Yeah. I would love. I mean, this is a pie in the sky thing, but with someone with this level of talents, I would love to see him try to make a stab for open wheel as IndyCar or F1. You know what I mean? I think to really just kind of get the Triple Crown kind of under his belt,
Right. So I know that Tony Stewart, who NASCAR Hall of Famer Tony Stewart, talked about, he owns an NHRA team, and he let him drive a dragster last year. He goes, the guy picked up on it so easily. He was just I've never seen never seen anyone take to a race car so fast. But that's just Travis Pastrana, man. He's a maniac.
Natural. Yeah, he's natural with that kind of stuff.
And it was cool to see all the celebrities that were at the race too. Like Pete Davidson was there. Tiffany Haddish waved the green flag.
Oh, that's cool.
There was a bunch of NFL players there. It was pretty cool. There was a few YouTubers there that were outside of the NASCAR YouTube realm.
Yep.
So it's cool to see NASCAR's kind of coming back to what it was in the early to late 2000s. People it's driving in circles. Yeah, it was respected, and it's still respected. But people do shit on stuff.
If anyone if for the whole left turn thing, I would steer people towards the Top Gear segment where Richard Hammond goes and drives a NASCAR and
Yeah,
spends
and then
a
it
day in
goes,
the
yeah,
pit.
those left turns suck with all the G forces.
Yeah, well, he's like he can't keep the car stable.
Yeah,
Like he's like it's
at those speeds, and it's
yeah,
fucking
it's
crazy.
yeah, it's a whole thing. But
Yeah.
all right.
Anyway,
I don't know if you guys
um,
saw, but my cat just straight up attacked me.
I did.
Aw.
That was adorable.
Um,
My cats are banned from my room during streams because they like to walk in, hang out for 5 minutes, and piss because they can't just walk back out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
fucking pick one.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
for real.
If I
love
close the
having cats. Cats are
door,
great.
if
But
I close the door in my apartment, then they will instantly let me know because they'll go tap 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 tap. Doesn't matter what any door is. It could be the bathroom. Like
yeah, dude, that's how. So it's funny because that's how my cat Scout is. If there's a door closed, he will fucking cry at the door
Mhm.
until you open the door. And he'll hang out for like 5 minutes and then want to leave. I'm like, dude, do I have to install like fucking cat doors on every so they can just go in and out?
yeah.
That's yeah, that's fair. Yeah, dude, it's been so great fucking having you guys back for the like
Be 1 year, my friends.
I've always
Yeah.
felt like missing that dynamic we had, and we was always kind of missing because life happens and people can't always be available. But that it was fun, and I'm not to say that the dynamic we have now isn't fun because it's always a blast every Wednesday. But it's just cool having the band back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where this shit
Yeah.
all started.
Yeah. No, thank you for thank you. No, thanks for reaching out and keeping the door open for us to come in, when we have time.
Yeah. Well, that's why I hope you guys do want to come back every once in a while and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
not make this a once a year. You guys, this is still, you guys are still a part of.
Yeah.
I think I speak for everyone here. We'd all love to have you back whenever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Drew has talked about doing a whole separate thing. There's where we have an idea in pre-production with Drew having his own thing on Twitch. So if these guys don't return in every Wednesday, maybe you'll see him in other places.
Yep.
What is that, Dave?
That's fake $100 bill rolling papers.
Dude, I need those.
That's so fucking dope.
So
They're organic too, unlike actual $100 bills.
yeah, I don't know. You don't really want to actually roll organic. How pog is that, Zach?
It's pretty. It's
On a
pretty
scale
fucking
of 1 to 10,
poggers.
how pog is that?
I guess you are my little pog champ, Chris.
Is that an insult? Are you making fun of me? Do you want to fight, bud?
Fucking come at me, bro.
I'll
Drive over here. See how
You
that
better
goes.
settle down, or I'm gonna come over there and talk to you.
Yeah, you're gonna make the 20-mile walk starting now.
Yeah, maybe. Bitch, I might.
No, I can do it. No, I'll probably be at work by the time you get here.
Then I'll just fucking wait.
No, then you'll walk back, and you can say, I'm on the way back.
I'll get there and just wait for you. They didn't come
Oh
into
my
work. I
God.
had something to do.
Yeah, nice of you to go into work, Drew.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
Oh my God. Like 8 out of 10, Pog.
What is
agree.
happening in chat right
Zach's having a good
Get
time.
7 TV and
Yeah.
being a fucking bitch.
I have 7 TV.
Oh, by the way, we did reach.
We reached 50. Yep.
We reached
did reach
50. So
50.
does that mean I have to get a haircut?
I mean, no one gifted any subs unless you want to call it at 50 fuck Chris's, and then we can do it.
I feel like it's too. If someone gifts a sub, then but I think we got to call
We could
it.
have made that competition. Like we
We
could have made
could've.
that content. Yeah, would have been beautiful content.
Anyways. Oh,
Oh, there it
fucking
is.
damn it.
Oh, and it went to Viking, who can now
All
never
right,
bitch
guess
about
I gotta get a
ads.
buzz cut. I get to pick the length though. That's my
Oh,
that's
yeah,
my caveat.
Hey,
absolutely.
I'll pay $5 for content.
Cool.
Oh,
wow.
and then Bree gifted a sub.
Wow.
Here we go.
All right,
getting
friends.
Yo, I really gotta pee. Can you guys hold down the fort for a minute?
Well, I think we're
Yeah.
about to wrap it up, aren't we?
Yeah. Do you want to just wrap it?
Wrap it before you tap it, baby.
All right. Well, I think we have come to that point where it is time to end. Thank you guys so much for fucking being here. It's been such an amazing show. Drew, Marcus, again, thank you for coming to hang out.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't already hit that follow button, make sure you hit it. Lets you know anytime that we're live. We're live 4 days a week or 3 days a week. I can't count. I also can't read. It's fine.
You also can't see, and
I
you
can
can't
see-
walk
I can
to
see
and you
half
can't
of-
walk to Jewett City.
But if you guys aren't following any of our socials, Zach provided them for you. Check out the merch store too. It's fucking dope. The merch store is sick. We will be live tomorrow night, community game night. We haven't decided what we're gonna do yet, but it's always a surprise. Do we have anyone we want to raid? Anyone live?
So we don't have anyone live, but I am actually
Firefair's
going to be
live.
going live here in a minute because I blue balled my chat to come and be here with you guys. So now I told them to come here, so now I'm gonna tell you to go there watch me help them, stop edging for the last 3 hours or however the fuck you say it.
Yeah, you've been edging hard at this point.
That's a lot of
So
edging.
yeah, everyone go join us all over at Dave's channel.
Yeah, I'll
When
be live
he
in like
goes-
10 or 15 minutes. I need to pee and get a snack. I'm starving.
Indeed. So on that note, Dave, hit us with the tagline, my guy.
Until we see y'all again, keep it simple, stay weird.